Okay.
If you lie to the government, they'll put you in prison. But when they lie to all of us, it's called being a politician. You think taking guns away will save our kids from the killings? But you're pro-choice, abortion kills way more children. If America's so terrible and racist, it probably isn't safe to encourage immigration. Just saying, all the contradictions are embarrassing. You know who hates America the most? Americans.
Joe Biden.
That was perfect timing.
There you go.
That's terrible.
He does. I think he does. What's up, everybody? Happy Saturday. Okay, nobody gonna wish it back. That's fine.
Oh, happy Saturday.
Oh, happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday.
Steve and Susie did.
Happy New Year!
Teresa and other Steve and 2 ATVs. What's up, everybody?
Now you're over the top. Too much.
Man, if you're listen, you hire the talent, you let the talent work.
Oh, okay.
Whoa. What's this higher shit?
Wait, you're not getting paid to be on here? Oh, you don't have enough subs.
Dude.
So you gotta have over 3,000 subs, and you get paid to be on TV's
You
chat.
signed a contract, fucker.
Oh, I forgot. Non-disclosal.
I see how it is.
Non-disposal.
No disclosure.
I see how it is.
No, that was a non-disposal contract.
Apparently-
Multi-Denman, what's up? Let me do a quick rundown because there's a whole bunch of people we haven't seen in a minute. Starting off with Prepping to Endure. What's up, bro?
You got a juice box and ice.
He's chilling with a juice box watching. SKS Hugo. Been a minute. What's happening? Nice to see you. P NASCARs. What's happening, bro? Cheers. And of course, Multi-Gunman.
Did you?
I'm gonna have to
skip
send
SKS
you an
Hugo?
email, Multi-Gunman.
Did you skip SKS Hugo?
No. It was the second one.
Yeah, like totally. And we have the
Joe
beautiful
B.
Miss Dish Outdoors
Hey, everybody.
and the official Steve and Shalisa.
Hello there.
It's got a ring to it.
Too many fucking Steves.
2 ATVs in our lives. What's up, New Look?
Awesome.
Howdy.
And Mr. Mike Delucia. What's happening, bro?
What's going on, kids?
Hope you're feeling better.
Hey.
And Ohio Wolverine. What's up, brother?
Hey, one more Steve in this chat, and we open a portal to evil.
I know. It's like Tri-Steve. The Tri-Steve Effecta. Hey, I never thought that had been a good title. Of course, you never know.
Gerald B, what's up, kid? SKS Hugo.
I missed Gerald B. Sorry, Gerald B. What's happening, bro?
What's going on, kid?
Where'd he go? Did I scan?
We're supposed to get a fucking nor'easter here on Tuesday.
That's what our boys are saying.
We were supposed to get 6 to 10 inches last night, and we barely got a little even trace of snow.
I told you about them gigolos,
Yeah.
Ohio. It's promises, and then they don't come.
Right.
We're supposed to get it tomorrow.
My wife was supposed to get 9 inches last night, so she got it 3 times. So she got it 3 times, and I slapped her in the ass.
But let me guess, you couldn't see it with your fucked up phone.
Oh, let me tell you something. Oh, and I'm switching. It's not only did I get a new phone, like I said, right? And all my contacts came in. And you know what else I did that I didn't realize I did? Somehow or another, I downloaded my contacts onto my fucking email. So I have all my phone contacts on my
Oh, you synced them with your email accounts too.
which I forgot that I did. Because I was trying to sync my phone before I could.
So now your
The
contact
screen
list is
sucked.
like 500 people long.
No, the screen sucked. So, but I figured I can still try to do it. I'm like, wait a minute, that didn't just work. Where are all those numbers coming from? And I'm like, oh yeah, shit, I already did this. Well, I'm good. So I just went and bought the phone because I wanted to take all the numbers first,
Right.
Because like I said before, Gerald's didn't come out. A bunch of people's didn't come back, But yeah, so not only did I do that, but I applied for a new job. So hopefully I'll
God, Lisa.
hopefully I'll be hearing from them by Monday.
So, other than a fucked up phone, what's up, everybody? Oh, got something to show you.
Yeah, Jess, I heard that. Who the hell was telling me they went to Walmart in Salem, New Hampshire, and bought some ammo that they haven't had in fucking forever. Who the hell was I just talking to the other day?
Nah.
Pressure
Canner.
canner. Yes.
Oh,
So
you're
now
not
Pressure cookie.
Now I can do them shrunken skulls like I wanted.
gonna make a bomb out of that, right?
Right, I was going to say the Watertown Warrior, baby.
I'm not gonna see you. I'm not gonna see you in Boston, am I?
Gotta get the advertising going now, man.
Yeah.
Because I will rat your
Well,
ass.
if I had that kind of crazy, Boston is the last city on my mind.
Good.
It'd be more like DC.
We don't forget shit like that. We're not New York City. Who?
Well, I was fixing to say there ain't enough of Detroit left to use a
The bomb already,
that big on.
the bomb already went off in Detroit. Except for that one little section where the rich people moved in and fixed it up a little bit, right by the stadium.
One good note about the state of Massachusetts, as we're talking about Boston, Stevie, I can now bet football games online.
Well, that'll keep you occupied while they're kicking down your door and taking your firearms.
Right. That'll
Exactly.
keep your mind off of things.
Exactly.
What did Caesar say when the people got restless?
What?
Entertain them. That's what in the Coliseums.
Yeah.
He's got 5 boxes, 165 grain, 30-06.
Nice.
One box of 180, 180 grain, 30-06, and a bucket of Remington Golden Bullets. 14
Nice.
22
How much
long
were the Remington Golden Bullets? I have to know.
Jezzo, you heard it, man. How much was the Remington Goldens? Who did I talk to? But they bought some weird kind of fucking ammo at Walmart. It wasn't obviously target practice. It wasn't all that bullshit, but it was a weird, and it was for a handgun too. It wasn't a fucking rifle shot.
I thought
It
Right.
must
Walmart
have been a
quit
while ago.
selling that.
Walmart's quit selling handgun ammunition.
No, this is in Salem, New Hampshire.
Oh, you trying to say New Hampshire's better than everybody?
Better
don't
than
know.
the rest of the country? Come on, man.
I just know-
$86. Good job, Gerald.
With tax,
No shit.
You know what? How much
Damn
was it?
good
I'm sorry.
price.
I didn't hear.
$86 with tax.
That's killer.
And it's
Ohio.
what? That's 1,400 rounds, right?
Yes.
Who is here?
$5.
So you do well. You got to take off the taxes to figure out exactly what a bullet's worth. If you know what I'm saying, but because some states don't have taxes.
What's that ammo I mentioned last week? Was it VSR?
Yes.
The cheap stuff. There are now 4 guns that were blown up. 308, lot number 15. If you got it, I would recommend you send it back to the company. Lot 15.
Why is it all shitty?
It's blowing up guns.
Well,
Either
too hot, huh?
overcharged or weak
Too hot.
brass. One of the two.
New Hampshire doesn't carry handgun ammo in Walmart. Last one. Then where the fuck did they? I could have sworn he said Walmart. And I know it was for a handgun. Maybe it couldn't have been Walmart then.
$86. That's not too bad of a deal if you get 1,400 rounds.
No.
I mean, too bad it's Remington Golden Bullet. I would rather have like Federal Match or something. But
Yeah, but still, it is what it is, though, Ohio. Jeremy, who the fuck was I talking to?
I've just never had good luck with golden bullets. They like spin in the casings and fall out.
They got like this
Honestly,
resin,
the way they
almost
almost all
like
federal.
lacquer on them or something.
But I mean, you can just like pull a bullet right off of them with like no pressure at all, and they spin. I don't know, just something.
Oh, I know who I was talking to.
Their
That's
yellow jackets used to be that way too.
Let me give him a little ringy dingy.
One ringy dingy. Okay, who said that? Two ringy dingy.
Oh God, it was on Laughing when she was the operator.
Yes.
It was Lily Tomlin, wasn't it?
Always jamming Richard Milhouse Nixon. That was such a good show.
All right, my bad. Obviously, my bad. You got about 4 miles away from me in Salem, New Hampshire. It wasn't Walmart, but it was in Salem. Just a regular.
I just found the paperwork where I was trying to figure out how to save weight on ammo and firearms, all the measurements and shit.
Yep.
Between my Taurus G3C and my new Caltech. Fun.
No, you're right, Gerald B. I mean, that's for 1,400 rounds, $86. You can't. That's like looking a gift horse in the mouth. You can't do that.
Oh, I thought $86 was for the .6 and everything. I was going to say
No, it's 80. Jezzo, it was $86 for the. I got 5 boxes of 165, 30-06, and 1 box of 180 grain, 30-06. That's 6 boxes and a bucket of Remington Golden. Yeah, you're right, Steve. So you got 6 boxes of 30-06 ammunition and a bucket of bullets, a bucket of Remington Golden bullets, 1,400 count.
And
So yeah, that's
Gerald B is absolutely correct. At that price, you can't bitch about nothing.
no, you can't.
Redneck Prepper, what's up, y'all?
What's up, Redneck? No, you're right. You can't. 30-06 was $30.35 a box.
It's not awful.
It's getting expensive to shoot.
It is, isn't it?
It's fucking getting expensive to fucking do anything.
You gotta know somebody that makes bullets, though. Really,
Do we know anybody that makes bullets? Dave?
I don't know.
Or do what I did and buy everything in 22 and get a 22 conversion kit for your AR.
Pew pew.
That's cool.
Especially if it
Hey,
works.
what are those?
You poor guy.
I went to that interview for my new job,
Yeah.
and we were talking, and he said, "You live in Mass or New Hampshire?" I'm like, "I live in Mass." He was all excited to hear that. He says, "Yeah, tell me about it." He goes, "I do too." I goes, "Oh yeah." He says, "Yeah." He says, "I moved from New Hampshire." I said, "Why would you do that?" I go, "You said you were in the military, right?" He goes, "You still have your weapons?" He goes, "No." He says, "I got a couple, but not what I used to have." He goes, I says, "What do you used to have?" "Well, I had an M4. I says, "Oh, goodbye to that." He goes, "Yep, that's the first thing the wife said." She goes, "You might want to look at what you can have and what you can't have."
Yeah, probably had a
And-
slingshot too at one time.
He went into the list on what you can have and what you can't have. He's like, "I gotta fucking sell this. I gotta fucking sell that. I gotta fucking sell this. I gotta sell that."
And you better sell it before you get there too.
You know what? Honestly, I think I wouldn't do it. I would never move to a place like that. And if it was like,
Well,
I can honestly say I think I would go ahead and get a divorce before I would move to a place like that.
well, here's the thing. Here's the thing, right?
Good out, Ohio. Good out.
Here's the thing. As long as you aren't me, okay, and you can purchase all the ammo you want in the state of Massachusetts, just don't get caught with it and you're fine. Go to New Hampshire with your AR. Go to you can have an AR in Mass as long as it's before pre-ban.
Right.
You just can't go
Now,
out and buy
see,
one right now.
I wonder
Okay.
if he would
Yeah, but you know how
qualify
much a
for that.
pre-ban AR costs?
I'm just saying. But all I'm saying is that
About the same as
Um,
the damn house you're buying.
all I'm saying is that you can have you just don't get caught with them, and you can buy all you need right over the border in New Hampshire for ammo. As long as you have a Mass license, they'll sell you any fucking ammo you need. So you go to a range, there's public ranges all over the state of New Hampshire.
And that's
Go-
where you get caught with
Go
them.
public range,
And that's where you get
it's not
caught with
just for
them.
New Hampshire residents. Well, but you're in the state of New Hampshire. Don't leave the state. Tell them you could go to your fucking. Are you kidding me right now? You think a cop is going to dress like me and walk in there and go, "Oh, you got Mass plates and you have that gun." Oh, no, dude, this is not. You watch way too much TV.
Don't hold
Who
your
are
doesn't
breath.
happen
or
like that.
Yaz.
They do it all the time.
Maybe where you people live, not where I live.
You people.
No, they just
You
drive tanks
people.
down your streets and kick everybody's door in one at a time.
Touche.
We don't drive tanks on our streets.
Look,
The fuck you talking
bullshit.
about?
We watched it on the
Well-
news.
Hey, fuckface! It wasn't my street. Wasn't even in my
Fuckface. Now
city.
you got to get personal. I didn't call no
Hey.
names.
It wasn't even in my fucking city that I live in.
Close enough.
It
Where's
is close
fucking
enough.
Jay Watt when we need him?
No doubt.
Speaking of Jay Watt,
Fuck him. He ain't here. I don't have to put up with him. So listen, they really don't. I've been to public ranges there. They, guys, trust me, they're not.
What, in New Hampshire?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I wouldn't have a problem moving to New Hampshire.
No, I'm
I
talking
just
about
wouldn't-
living in Mass on the border, like where I live. Okay. And going to a public
I mean-
range in New Hampshire,
Lose your keys.
they don't say, "Oh, you have New Hampshire plates. What are you doing with those
Lose your
weapons?"
keys.
Oh, okay. That's fine. I understand. Show me your AR.
I'm looking for my coat.
You know what I mean?
I do. Show me your AR.
Everybody look behind him.
You didn't
Sue
hear what-
lost her coat.
You didn't hear what I said, Ohio.
You're so funny.
You could move to Massachusetts, bring all your fucking guns with you. Do you hear what I said?
No, I
Then
couldn't because there's
When you
not
want to go to the
pre-game stuff.
range, go to a New Hampshire one because you ain't gonna go to a Mass one anyways unless you join the club because Massachusetts doesn't have public ranges.
All right. I understand what you're saying. So show me your AR. Why don't you have one? You're inviting me to come up there and
You know why I don't have
Why
one.
don't you have one?
Because you know I don't have one. I know 30 people in the state of Massachusetts that have an AR.
But I'm saying you're telling me to break the damn law, but yet you won't do it.
I know you can, Jezzo. I know you can buy long guns in New Hampshire. So can I.
Redneck Prepper said he'll take care of anybody's AR that can't have them. I'll post his address on here.
That's awful nice, you redneck.
Right. This stupid thing, they switch shit again.
I'm gonna say something just changed.
That looks better though. My eyes don't hurt as much now. I'm trying to see what you know what I mean? Yeah, because I can't
Hey.
fucking. But
I'll tell you what really confused you. Watch it on the YouTube side. It'll screw up your whole conversation.
yeah, I know Jezzy. I know Jezzo. I know that I can go buy a. Well, I can't, but a Mass resident can go buy a long gun in fucking Virginia if they wanted to.
No, it has to be a bordering state.
Huh?
It has to be a bordering state.
Are you sure?
Positive?
Because I could have sworn my neighbor said when he went to visit a relative that he bought a fucking long gun in Virginia.
You can have it shipped to an FFL. You can
He
buy
might-
it and
he
have
might
it
have
shipped
been.
to an FFL in your state.
But he didn't walk out the door with it.
Right.
Okay.
But you can if it's a neighboring state. Like I could go to Michigan and buy a long gun.
Well,
Right.
come on.
And go Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Kentucky, and Indiana.
Tucky.
Kentucky.
Well, anybody that knows anything, and you can go to West Virginia and get any damn thing you want.
Right.
Y'all
That's,
make,
you know why?
y'all make a shopping list. I'll head down to Detroit and I'll get you all hooked up.
Oh shit! I was gonna say go to Boston. Get you.
Might cost a little extra, but you know.
You know why I get anything in West Virginia? You know why? Because it's almost heaven. West Virginia.
Oh, excuse me.
The Blue Ridge Mountains.
That song's not about West Virginia, the state.
I think I knew that.
You know, I don't know.
I'm just
And
messing.
there was-
Somebody was trying to argue that.
Now
fact
that
one
there
time.
is what's the
Because
one that
they say Shenandoah River, and I guess the Shenandoah River is not in West Virginia; it's in Virginia.
it's in regular Virginia, ain't it?
Yeah, but it's the western part of it.
So it's West Virginia.
Yeah,
So
West
West
Virginia,
Virginia.
but not
Not
the
that
state.
state.
West Virginia. I don't know, but you know what? You try to tell that to somebody from West Virginia, you get your ass kicked.
G Trapper, what's up, bro? Nice to see you. You know, I'm a little worried about moving up north because
This-
Michigan is a register your handgun state. So I got to re-register all my guns with the local sheriff up there. I hope he's not a dick.
No doubt.
you have to register your
His
handguns.
pants when he sees that
Wait,
list.
wait a minute, wait a minute. You have to register your handguns. I thought Michigan was like some free fucking love this fucking gun state fucking.
Nope, that's the only bad rule we got is you got to register your
What
handgun.
county you going to up there, Steve?
Do what?
What county you moving to up there?
Wexford.
Okay. I know
Which
which
is
sheriff's department- I know which sheriff's department to call up now. And warn 'em.
G Trapper got 90 inches of snow. He got 90 inches of fucking snow.
Yeah.
G Trapper, wow, remember that year we got snow up here? Dish was like at the end of the year, I think it was like 127 inches we got.
Wow.
It was the most snow I've ever seen up in Massachusetts.
Yeah.
In my town that I lived in Drake.
We've had some whoppers, but it was back in the 70s.
We got 120 for the year. We got 127 inches of fucking snow.
That's a lot.
It rained.
I remember-
Dude, it
I remember
snowed.
a few
It
years
snowed
ago,
every
Mikey.
other fucking day.
I remember a few years ago, Mikey, you guys had a shit ton of snow.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. I think it was like 2015, and I was 3 feet above the fucking picnic table, walking in my backyard. Because my daughters out, were like, I go, what the fuck is that? I goes, oh, that's the top of the fucking picnic table.
Wow. That's a lot. That's where you just end up with a trail and then you can't
We had more
walk off the
snow.
side of the road for nothing.
We had more snow that year than fucking Alaska had.
I remember there was a couple years Alaska didn't get squat.
Yeah, but G Trapper, they got dumped on early this year too, didn't they? Didn't they get dumped on like super early?
Did you notice that they just all of a sudden?
I think they just got more the other day too.
That when she got up,
Fucking California, they don't need any more snow and rain. They just need a fucking canoe.
They deserve whatever the fuck they get.
They go from
Saying.
those houses are floating down the river. That'd be nice.
At least the government, not the people. The
Be
government.
nice. The people's fucking rivers are.
No, the
houses
people are the
floating
ones that vote for that government, so fuck them too. And by that laugh, Dish supports what I said.
down. No, she just can't believe it came out. She just can't believe something like that would come out your mouth.
Obviously, you don't know me very well because
You know, sometimes life happens and we can't move. You know, so sometimes you just have to, go with the flow.
I'm here to chew bubble gum and offend fucking pussies, and I'm all out of bubble gum.
The quote kind of goes something like that.
Yeah.
Hey, Abigail.
So isn't your ice, right, Jerry? You ain't got much. You have to go way up into fucking Allagash to get any ice. When I lived in Minnesota, if you didn't get 100 inches, it just wasn't right. Right on, G Trapper.
Yeah. Minnesota.
But they got pummeled again because I was watching. What's his name? He was getting snow too. Zach and Joe and Zach Survival.
Hey, Abigail, what's up?
But some places just got fucking nailed this year, and some places got nothing. Like me.
Happens every year.
I think I got about. I think I got a total of maybe 13 inches of snow this year.
We've only had a dusting, but it's supposed to start in the morning. And after all these 70 and 80 degree days we've had, 70, 60s and 70 degree days, and now all of a sudden we're supposed to get hammered tomorrow.
Sweet.
Oh, cool.
Look how much the girl paid for it.
What is that?
All right. $2.
$2.
New garage light.
What'd you do? Go shopping while we were on a chat?
No, in the back of her car.
Oh,
It's
she left and went
automatic.
shopping
Dusted
and came
on.
back.
Sweet. Now we can annoy the neighbors all night. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. She got a surprise for him.
Says I gotta close my eyes. Ain't doing it.
Do it.
I'm not
Do
closing.
It better not be fucking cookies or I'm going to drive up there and kick your ass.
I'm gonna lay him right the fuck
Oh,
out.
it's something that I don't want to show the chat. I ain't showing them that.
What?
Come on, show us the anal beads. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a massager. Yeah.
Massage gun.
It
Is
gave
that,
me-
is that what they call it nowadays? A massage gun? Is that really what they
Yeah,
call
yeah. Wow, I'm surprised they put gun on the package.
it?
All right. You got
No,
to
you're not showing
open
me
it up.
attachments.
Hey, you got to open it up, put the big ball on it, and then sit it on your chair and see how long you can do your chat with that thing running.
Yeah,
Stupid,
keep
have
that
that
away
thing
from my
straight
rear
up
end,
is.
will you? You should have told me about kinky shit like that before we moved into that.
Anyway.
Lord have mercy.
You missed it.
She just turned into a rated R chat.
Yes.
Oh, that's a medical use thing. That ain't.
No, actually, she's been going to the therapist. She's got like this kink going up and down her neck,
Yeah.
coming
Yeah.
from the shoulder and stuff.
Go easy on her, Steve.
What was
Nothing. Just
Shut up.
mind your business.
Yeah, but that hurts like a bastard though when you get those.
Oh, it does. And
You can't move your head. You can't move your head left and right. You're like this, and you can't move, and it hurts like a bitch.
yeah, it's caused from both of us sitting right here watching movies and shit.
Yeah.
You know.
You ain't smiling there, Dish.
I know how to get Dish to smile. We went shopping today.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Catch that trout. That's
You know,
cool.
padded headboards can help a lot too. From
Dish, that looks like the
Injury.
rainbow I caught.
Right?
Well, that sucks, Abigail. Bad back sucks. I don't care what you do or what way you turn it. It sucks.
Yeah. Speaking of bad back, I just got back from the doctor, the specialist on my back, and I have a degenerated disc that's pushing down on my sacrum. Does anybody know what a sacrum is? Because I sure the hell
No.
didn't know until he told me what it was. Right, that's what I thought. Dear Lord, doctor, how long do I have to live? What's
isn't
my
it-
sacrum?
isn't
You know?
Isn't it?
Especially when it's pushing down on it.
Isn't it the
Yeah.
sacrum? Isn't it that thing in between the? Isn't it the in between the? Your disc are compressing and not just staying where they're supposed to.
The sacrum is like the very the last small tiny vertebrae, like your tailbone and stuff.
Right,
Nice.
like way past like L4 and all that.
Oh,
Yeah,
It's the part that used to wag back in the days.
right.
Yeah.
Because when we stood up, when we started walking on 2 feet.
The way I'm feeling, I'd be afraid to wag my tail. I'm afraid that. Ow!
No, it hurts. It's
It's in your ass.
Right on.
I've had it go all the way down just about my fucking ankle. So
Well, it's pinching a nerve, and it like shoots like this fucking shock wave up like down my right leg and up my spine, and it's just like everything just, you know, just imagine you're sitting there minding your own business, not paying attention to anything, and somebody just walks up and sticks a fucking knife in your kidney.
Yep.
You know,
Awesome.
that's about what it feels like half the time.
Got to get the old lady to rub your butt just right. It makes it all go away. I'm serious.
just stand on the fucking.
I ain't got that type of money.
And by the way, we're starting to go fund me for your Asian massage therapy, whatever.
Oh my God, I never thought about that. I should go to one of those.
With the happy ending.
I'd get arrested.
Just for asking.
Ouch.
I mean, I told my wife, like, because we had the two boys, right? And then, like, I told her, I said, you know, years down the road, if I said, you know, you're going to want to be a mom again, but, you know, she had issues and everything, so she just decided to, you know, shut that factory down or whatever. I said, well, we can always adopt. I mean, we could just find like a 19-year-old Asian girl, you know.
Heard them 18-year-olds from the Ukraine are looking for a nice warm place to stay.
Oh, I bet they are, aren't they?
You guys are fucking bad.
Fucking bad.
You guys are fucking rotten.
Another American war. Just saying.
I think we're getting ready. I mean, they're ramping up all the propaganda and shit to either go to war with Russia or China, man.
Yep.
You know, because now they're coming out and saying, oh, it was the Wuhan lab in China, you know, so that they can get everybody to hate China, you know, because they're already starting the propaganda, you know, you missed out on your grandmother's funeral because you couldn't go because of COVID, and that's because of China. And you missed out and you lost your job because of China. You were locked down. Yeah, China. And you were locked down because of China. And you were, you know, so they're ramping up all this anti-China shit along with all this anti-Russian shit. And they're saying Vladimir Putin, you know, has committed war crimes and crimes against, that's it, crimes against humanity. It's the talking points. Ready? I'm going to say two things, and you guys have known, you've all heard them, especially on the news every night.
Yep.
Crimes against humanity and a threat to our democracy.
Yeah. You know,
that's
the one
all
that
you fucking hear right now.
The one that the Democrats are trying to kill. You know,
and I'll be damned if they're going to send my fucking boys over to fight a goddamn war in Ukraine for fucking them. It ain't happening.
People like pawns in chess.
Yep.
I'll be fucking an illegal alien. I'll be living in Mexico with my kids. I ain't sending them to fucking fight.
Bro, Canada is harder to get into, but Canada's better. Let me tell you.
Well, yeah, but I mean, if I can make it to Cancun, you know, that's pretty nice down there.
Yeah, but your whole entire life will be like
cold in Canada.
Your whole life will revolve around 10 safe city blocks.
That's fine, as long as I got a tan and some margaritas and some senoritas to feed me, you know?
Well, you're making a point. Our Boyd, what's up?
Hey, Boyd.
Yeah, I have been. That's another reason I don't watch the news. I have been hearing the buildup for it.
Oh, yeah, there's definitely.
And I seen a video the other day that scared the living shit out of me. And it wasn't a government or news or nothing. Some guy explaining why Russia cannot lose. Just the amount of pride and this, that, and the other. So they're saying he's willing to go full bore not to lose.
Oh, yeah. War. It'll be thermonuclear warfare if it goes. And then we want to worry about nothing. I
highly doubt it. I'm sorry. I highly doubt it. Sorry, just the way I am. It's just me. I don't think they're ever gonna fucking. I don't think anybody's that stupid enough to do
No,
it.
they'll use nuclear warheads, but they won't be like.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I
They'll
think
be
they'll use like
strategic. They'll be
Moabs.
strategic. The strategic nukes, the smaller
use
ones.
like- Yeah, they'll use like Moabs or something, but I don't think.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Oh, what's this button do?
Island Girl 57. What's up, girl? Nice to see you. Hello from Guam. Yeah, I think Mike just got nuked. They probably heard his anti-conspiracy shit. And just
Right? Yeah.
killed
they
his
shut
internet.
ass down.
Well, that idiot up there now, I mean, he's liable to sit there and play with the damn buttons and not know what the hell he's doing.
Well, not
He wouldn't
only
even
that,
remember the next day. I mean,
he has, what scares me about him is he has a shit ton of skeletons to hide. And if
Yeah.
all this crap starts coming out where he's guilty of this and guilty of that, he'll do that just to avoid, prosecution.
Oh yeah, there's nothing like starting a war to change the media narrative that
Well, yeah,
what they talk about.
but
Right.
like I was saying before, I so stupidly hit the fucking wrong button again. I don't think that I don't think any country's going to do it. To be honest, yeah, they all have them, whatever. But I don't
No,
think they're going to do it.
They won't
They'll,
do.
they'll drop 15 fucking Moabs, yes, but then I just don't think they're going to do it.
Oh, we won't. I don't
You
know.
know what I mean?
I don't
It's
want
just-
to never say never, but
Right, but I
here's the
think
thing. We just sent how many fucking troops to Romania? Like
What a great place to stop.
400,000 troops,
No.
and
was it that many?
I don't know. Let's see.
Was it really that many?
More American lives in
How many troops did the U.S. just send to Romania?
We got more troops over there than we do here, for Christ's sakes.
You're right on, Abigail. Put them in an octagon. Let them go at it. Old school.
2 enter and one leaves.
2 men enter, 1 man leave.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
All right, we had 3,000 troops over Romania that just deployed the 101st Airborne. So I don't know. It's not. I can't find exactly what they're saying. Maybe it was 4,000.
Yeah, it's got to be 4,000 because 400,000 is a lot of fucking.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's once I said it. Yeah.
Right on, Jezzo.
Yeah, right. Maybe not if they take them all away. Take our tools away. Fucking assholes. Give up the fight.
They're 4,000 U.S.
Okay.
101st Airborne Division.
The sad part about it is we can't build a damn thing in this country anymore. We can assemble it, but every damn thing's got to be built in friggin' China. The damn worst
And
place in the world. The worst place in the damn world to be to have all the manufacturing jobs.
That's because we owe them too much money. If we didn't owe them, if we didn't owe them all the money we owed them, we can have all the manufacturing back here. Do you know how much money this country owes them?
Yeah, but also you got companies that don't want to pay Americans $21 an hour to put something together in a warehouse when you can pay a Chinese person, pennies
80
on
cents
the
an
dollar
hour.
to do it.
Right, 80 cents an hour to fucking.
Or you can just use that company over there for a cover and buy the fake goods now that they're discovering all over the place, even to the point of making fake mayonnaise dish. So be extra careful.
So, but here's the problem. We all believe in fucking capitalism. We all believe that if you own your own company, you should be able to do what you want. Blah 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 blah.
Vanessa,
right?
What's up?
So if we all believe in that, right? Well, then you got to back the people that own these U.S. companies and go over to China.
The sad part is, Mike, it's not the mom and pops though, because they can't get money from the damn government.
Yeah, but isn't the mom and pops building?
It's these multi-billionaire bastards that work on Wall Street.
Right, but isn't the mom and pops that left either?
Yeah, but the mom and pops got put out by your Walmarts and your all this other stuff.
Correct. No, that
mean-
that I'm with you on. 2 ATVs.
And,
I agree with you
mean-
100%.
I mean, Steve does a great job on that doggone wood turning stuff.
Yep.
But I mean, you take them bowls that Steve does, and certain shops you probably could buy one for $40
Absolutely.
where it takes where Steve would have to nearly back to come out would nearly cost him $100 in labor and all, at least. I
You
mean,
definitely don't
Right.
count your labor when you're working in your garage. You can't.
that's what I'm saying. I mean, but I mean, it's just the craziness of the damn
Yes.
world.
No,
And,
I totally get it.
I mean, you know, Mikey, you a truck driver. You know, you've seen the fall of production in this country.
No, it's
I mean,
terrible.
I mean, Ross Perot was one smart man. He said if NAFTA was ever signed, did you hear the great big sucking sound of all the jobs leaving this country?
Yeah.
I mean, and guess what? It happened.
Well,
I mean-
look, walk into CBS. Okay,
Yeah.
walk into a CBS. Count how many cashiers there are to how many fucking
Yeah.
what do you call it? Self checkouts there are.
Well, that's
The
the
self
way
checkouts will be more than the people behind the counter.
they ain't.
We only the CVS by my house has one self checkout and one regular register. So
Oh well, you're in a small town.
Oh,
We have 4 self checkouts and 1 person working the counter and 1 manager working.
In the
Okay.
CVS?
Yep.
Damn.
And so here's my problem. The other day I walked into a gas station. You know how they had, they have these gas stations now that have everything you want, right?
Best place in the world.
I go in there. There's like a guy doing his, he's already in line, and then a woman behind him, and I'm standing here. And the woman says, "Do you want to use a self checkout?" I goes, "Hell no!" And the woman in front of me started laughing. And she goes, "Well, it'd be a little bit quicker." I goes, "Am I in a rush? I'm an hourly paid employee. I'm good." And she goes, "Oh, okay." So I get up to now it's my turn. And she said, "Do you mind if I ask why you didn't want to use the self checkout?" I says, "Because the machine's not going to say have a good day to me. It's not going to say hello to me when I say hello to it. It's not going to, say have a good weekend." Okay. I says, "We are
and the
social
number
animals."
one reason is I don't fucking work here.
I goes, "We're social animals. Okay. We really are. I don't give a fuck. You hear these people, oh, don't talk to me while I'm on an airplane. Don't do this, don't do that. I don't want to hear people talking to me. I can't, right? But yet what they'll do is they'll say they're not social, yet they're on every fucking social media fucking outlet that there is. As human beings, we are social fucking animals. Okay? I don't want a fucking self-checkout.
Well, plus, when they first started that shit, they would actually give you a little discount to go check your own groceries out.
But
I don't work here.
our Walmart here has got everything is self checkout, and they have one register open, and that's for the ones that have to get cigarettes or something like that.
It's fucking terrible.
Right. And then they want to stop you at the door and check your fucking receipt. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Walmart's closing a lot of stores now, like 200 and something stores.
Well, do what I did.
They say
Yeah.
they're losing too much money for self checkout, so they might have to close some stores
Yeah.
because of that. But then on the same fucking story, they were talking about that it had their profit of what they made. And it was like,
do what I do when you're leaving fucking Walmart, and they say, "Can I check you? Can I check your?"
I just
your
say,
bag?"
"Have a nice day," and walk.
So go like
Keep
this.
walking.
Go. Why do you suspect me of stealing something? And then they'll look at you, and then you just go. My wife goes, "You can't do that." I says, "I just did. Let's go. We're out of here." And I'm pushing the carriage, and out the door I go. And she goes, "How'd you?" I go, "What do you mean? How'd I do that?" They can't. After you pay for something, and you have your receipt in your hand, you're all set.
Yeah.
If they thought I was stealing something, they should have got me through the register. I goes, and that's why I asked the lady, "Do you suspect me of stealing something?" And she didn't know what to say because she knows she didn't, and they know they don't have a right to stop you
They can't stop you
and,
anyway.
and inspect your fucking baggage.
Abigail says Walmart had a couple $100 million in profit last year.
Yeah, that they've never
Yeah,
they've
like-
never paid their employees, not even their fucking truck drivers do they pay. Okay, you know what I'm saying? They don't pay
I
them
hate going
shit.
to Walmart.
Well,
The only
they
problem
still-
is there's certain
They
shit
swear
that
up and
they
down they
sell.
pay the truck drivers $150,000 a year, Mike.
What's that?
I say they swear up and down they pay the truck drivers $150K a year.
Horseshit. That's horseshit. We got like three.
I
we
try
got
to
like
avoid. I try to avoid Walmart at all costs, except for there's some shit that you have to go there for because
You
nobody
got
else
to,
has.
because
I go to Walmart maybe once every 2 to 3 years for one product.
coffee.
Other than that, no, not the mug.
I'm just kidding.
Other than that, I never shop. They used to be the killer. They're the ones that wiped out Kmart because they had good American products when they first started. I used to brag a lot. Go to Walmart. They're awesome. Now, they're shit.
It's terrible.
I mean, and like I said, there's maybe one or two aisles open that they force you to use the self checkout here because unless you're getting tobacco, unless you're getting tobacco products is the only reason they got that line open, that one line open.
Yeah.
They don't trust you to go buy your own damn cigarettes and stick in your pocket.
Well, they're
So what
there's
I
a
normally
story.
do is I go get everything I need before, and then I go back to the ammo section, and I hit the little button, and then they come, and because they got to open the glass sliding door with the key, and they say, "Is there anything else I can get you? Well, you can check me out here because you have to pay for the ammo at the ammo register.
Yep, might as well put up. Boy, you
So
get
you might as well just pay for everything there." So
Do you
just,
get
I just
that
start
look?
unloading my cart right there. Let them check me out.
Did they give you the look?
No, the one Walmart where I buy ammo or something, they still sell firearms at the one that's by me.
What?
So, and there's a younger guy that works there. He's pretty cool. He's all about it. Oh, hang on a second.
Yeah, right on, Gerald B. And half of the self-checker don't take cash. Home Depot's doing that now. They got card-only lines, and they got
Oh, it's
You know,
fucking stupid. It's
every
fucking
third one you can put cash in. Why aren't they all ambidextrous like that? And you remember back in the day, Walmart, there was a rumor, I don't know if it was true or not, that Walmart actually taught their employees how to get on food stamps while they were working there.
No, I never heard that.
All right, Shalisa, have a wonderful night.
Yeah, true that, our boy. About
Thanks for
Walmart
coming.
went to shit after
Have a
Have a
good
good
night,
night.
Steve.
Good night, Steve.
Says
Stevie, I'll be right back.
says she can't keep her eyes open. Wink, wink.
Hell, the damn even the damn when Walmart closed down in town here, they moved it over to the next town over, and I mean it ain't about 4 miles difference, but they moved it. When they moved it, they moved the damn liquor store moved right alongside of them. So I mean they moved at the same damn mall. So now you got if you go now you got to go all the way to Walmart over to where Walmart is to get to the liquor store.
Every store sells liquor here. Gas station. I can't believe they allowed gas stations to get liquor licenses. I mean, how and they sell the little baby bottles.
Yeah.
You know, the ones the cops can't see in your hand when you're driving.
You know what? I watched a video the other day. The little
No.
bottles. You have to pay attention to those little bottles because some of them don't have alcohol in them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because you can buy them when you're under 21.
No shit.
You have to look at them very
Fireball's
closely. Yeah, like the Fireball. The Fireball doesn't have alcohol in it at all.
Huh.
The ones you get at the little store at your count at little stores that sitting on the counter there, they don't have no alcohol in there.
Yeah, yeah, the little tiny ones up by the
Like
cash register.
Yeah.
I've seen it. The gas station by me has like the hot damn and the little 6 or 8 packs,
That will probably not be alcohol.
and it's right out in the open. It's not, you know.
Yeah, it's
behind
probably
the
not
counter.
alcohol. Then you have to look at it next time and see if it
No shit.
or it might.
Wow, what a
it might,
scam.
it might contain like less than 0.012% or something like that, which is they're
Right.
allowed to sell it to anybody. You know.
Wow. I'll have to look into that. That's interesting. Scammers.
And I mean, we can buy beer at all the convenience stores, but you can't buy liquor at the
Oh, they let everybody sell it here now. That's been in the last couple of years.
Well, you can buy weed up where you're at.
Well, shit. When I lived in New Orleans, you could go through a drive-through and buy a daiquiri in a cup with a fucking straw. But yet, drinking and driving was no. And up until the last couple of years I was there, it was legal for everybody in the car to drink except for the driver. Ain't that some shit?
Yeah. No open container law.
Yeah.
You know what? It should be, because some people you ride with, you need a fucking drink to calm your nerves. They drive fucking bad.
True.
Good one.
Long as the driver's not drunk, it should be okay to drink in the car. They allow it in limos.
True.
You get if you rent a limo, they have champagne and wine and beer and shit in the back. How come you don't get a fucking open container for that when you get pulled over?
I bet
Because
you it has to do with that separation.
You got separation between the driver and the alcohol.
But there is a window that opens.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not pure separation.
MCK, what's happening?
Hey, MCK.
I wonder if it has something to do with the license. Like if you have a limo driver license, what if you have a limo driver license, but you're driving a regular car as a Lyft or Uber driver? Can you let your passengers get away with drinking? Well, I'm a limo driver.
No.
Are you trying to say you can liquor?
No, because hauling passengers, you got to have a special endorsement on your driver's license, man. No, you could. The chauffeur.
That's what I'm saying. If you have a limo or bus driver's endorsement, could you just that's just in Ohio, that's just additional. That's not a separate license. It's just an additional endorsement.
Yeah, it's just a change of your restrictions on your license. But I mean, no. I mean, I got passenger on my license, and so I mean, I got a CDL and I got passenger endorsement on mine. I can drive a bus and all that stuff, but no, it's not a separate thing about the alcohol part of it.
Right on. Interesting. Did anybody hear Mike say I'll be right back? Did I hear
Yes.
it?
Yeah.
Oh, he did say it?
Yeah.
Okay. See you in a minute, Mike. Must have been yelling or typing or something. I didn't hear him.
Well, here you go. Passengers in vehicles for hire, like taxis and limos, are exempted from open container laws.
Taxis and limos.
See if they got a thing for Uber, because somebody I used to know drove Uber and used to have a conniption fit if somebody had liquor in their car or something.
Yeah, because
Uber drivers own their own damn car, and that somebody's drunk back there puking in my back seat of my car, I'm gonna be pissed off too.
yeah, but
It
the thing
happens
is,
quite often.
some taxi drivers and limo drivers own their own cars too. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it just says passengers and vehicles for hire.
Huh.
So if I hire you to come drive me around, I can drink. Right?
Oh
Is
shit.
that-
Pay me, bro. I'll drive all day if the meter's running. No problem. We'll go see Dish. We'll swing over and go see Mike, and you just stay drunk all the time. I'll let you know when we get there. Hi, what's the channel's name?
Let me.
Yeah, Boyd, ice fishing kind of sucked this year.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Good thing I bought that new auger.
Yeah, really.
I'll tell you what, though, I'll be hitting them yard sales looking for them expensive ice fishing shanties and shit cheap.
Oh yeah,
I can't believe how much people pay for some of them fold-up ice shanties.
I know it.
I'll live in that fucking thing for that kind of money.
Well, Susie still hadn't glued you to the daggum outhouse seat yet. I mean,
I have power tools. She would never do that. I might be stuck for a minute, but I'll get out eventually. And then payback time.
What I'm finding is technically you can drink in an Uber, but it's against Uber's policy. So if you get a cool driver that lets you drink.
Yeah, but the thing is, if they don't follow the Uber rules as a driver, they
would get fired from Uber. But you know what? Getting fired from Uber is like, getting detention in high school.
Yeah, kind of. Just go work for Lyft.
Yeah, or fucking, take the app off your phone and re-upload it.
Yeah,
that's what my buddy did, and it worked. Obviously, they don't have very good record keeping there either.
Who you calling a Yankee, our boy? I identify. Oh.
Hey, have you guys seen those new candy bars?
Oh yes, that is awesome. The chocolate.
The him, the he, him, and the she, her, or whatever. The he, him candy bars have nuts in them.
One of them has nuts. Can you guess? That is an awesome commercial. That's one commercial I actually watch on YouTube. It's like, that's awesome.
They sell them, don't they now?
Yeah.
Yeah, they sell them. Jeremiah's chocolates or whatever. Jeremy's chocolates.
And it's probably better chocolate.
It's part of that Daily Wire or whatever, all that conservative right wing shit on the Facebook and shit.
What do you mean?
YouTube. I just, what I'm talking,
That's the good stuff. The liberal stuff is shit.
Well, I mean, it's all shit to me because,
You're independent. I know.
Well, no, dude, I was watching the news the other night and, okay, so the Antifa people attacked the construction site, right?
Yeah.
They said it was a police training site.
Right. Hang on. That's where I'm getting to. All your right-wing news places kept calling it a police training site.
Yeah.
It's not a police training site. It's just now starting to under construction. So it's just a construction site. So that's what I'm talking about.
But they're building
they're building a police training site, but it's not a police training site yet.
Well, that's what Antifa was there for. They didn't want the site to be built.
Right.
And it was kind of funny. Is there that there's a donut shop across the street because there's a lot of cops there.
Well, I mean, because they were there protecting it or whatever. But what I'm saying is, you're getting the news, but you're not getting 100% truth. You're getting stuff it depends on what channel you watch on what they're going to hold back. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. The news sucks.
But the best thing.
But the good thing that come out of it, Antifa finally got put
arrested
as domestic terrorists.
Started putting their ass in jail. Yeah.
But
There
Russell,
he is.
did you see Russell Brand on he was on Bill Maher's show? And
Yeah,
there was an MSNBC guy on there, and he
I
was
love
like,
that guy, but he is so hard to listen to.
but he went off on this reporter from MSNBC, and he's
Yeah.
like, you're fucking accusing Fox News of the same shit you do.
Yeah.
You know, he was like, you know, this is not the system America needs. America needs journalists, you know,
Yeah.
not this shit you guys are
Not
doing.
opinionated, whatever.
Well, it looks. Just think about how much firestorm Tucker Carlson did by showing that one guy that went through the White to the federal building up there, that Showman or whatever the hell they
Yeah.
called him.
And
I mean,
you know the secretary, the what's her face, the little black girl that does the press conferences.
Yeah, the lip service for Biden.
Yeah. Did you hear what she
white
said other day
eyeshadow.
about that? Did you hear what she said other day about the Tucker Carlson and the videos that he released?
That he's what, domestic terrorist himself?
No. She said something out loud that not a whole lot of people caught. And what it was is one of those things where she kind of was rewording it, but she still told the truth. She said, you cannot believe the facts that Tucker Carlson put on his show.
Why is
She
that?
didn't say you can't believe what Tucker Carlson said on his show. She says you can't believe the facts that he put. So she's admitting to those were the facts, is just saying you shouldn't believe those facts.
Yeah. Well, she's a good double talker.
Right. Yeah. You know,
you can't believe what you see. I mean,
right. But she actually said you can't believe the facts that he provided. So they are facts.
Right.
Yeah, but don't believe them because they came from Tucker Carlson.
Have you seen all the new January 6th video?
Yeah.
Showing the calmness and not the riots?
Yeah. And but the thing about it is, there've been so many people that's upset about it that Fox News won't allow him to show other ones because they said there's FBI agents in the crowd.
There is.
Yeah. There's FBI agents that was letting them in the damn building.
Well, I'll tell you
the Capitol Police was giving escorts to come on in.
All those front people that were actually breaking doors and breaking windows, that was all Antifa.
Listen,
absolutely.
That shit was a setup from day one. And remember, Steve, we talked about this before it even happened, because I talked about getting the invites and stuff because I know some people that went and they were trying to get me to go with them and everything. And they were all taking a bus from Ohio and going to Washington, D.C. And one of my friends went, and she was all put on the news, and she was blasted all over the place here for being there, because she actually ran for state representative, and she ran for Congress here, but she lost to like the more
political
establishment. She lost in the primary to like the establishment Republican that's been around forever. So, but she was on the news, and and she was sending me stuff before they went. Hey, are you going to go with us? Blah, blah, blah. All the guys that I used to hang out with, that was like the militia guys and stuff, they were all talking about going. And I was like, dude, that's a fucking trap. And I told you back in what, November, when we were talking about it, I said that shit that's going to be a trap, and it's going to be a setup. And sure enough, it fucking was.
Yeah.
I'm caught in a trap.
All the above.
I can't walk out.
There's no way they didn't know these people were fucking coming. It was all over fucking social media. People had YouTube videos. There was hundreds of YouTube videos saying, hey, well, January 6th, we're going to go to the Capitol where our voice is going to be heard, and we need patriots, and we need, and they were telling you how to do it and how to sign up and where to show up at. And,
they knew all about it because there was an actual permit gotten
Right.
to have the demonstration.
Right. But to act like they were like so surprised that this happened.
Yeah.
You knew these people were fucking coming.
Hey, boy, what's up, fucker? Good to see you. Thank you for. I just had to say that because he welcomed me back. So sorry.
Nah, it's all you know what they want you to see, not what
Yeah,
really.
they won't. I mean, Rupert Murdoch, the guy, the head guy at Fox now, they've gotten to him, and they won't allow Tucker Carlson to put any more than videos up.
Yep, which is bullshit.
Yep. I mean, said there's a possibility that some of the FBI, well, the damn crooked ass FBI was in the middle of it. So
they were instigators. I
They
seen
were the
several
instigators,
videos, especially that one guy, that big old white-haired guy.
yeah.
But there are other agents there too, egging them on. And like I say, if you can find, which you probably can't, the very first videos released on Facebook and shit, you could hear the crowd when them people were breaking the door down. You can hear the crowd yelling at the cops to arrest Antifa, arrest them, lock them up.
Yep. I mean, and for the most part, you forget about what they first showed on television was everybody was going in and staying within the daggum boundaries of those ropes and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, when they went in there, they was respecting the damn place. I mean, for what it is, for what it was. But I mean, then the news media turned everything in as insurrection, and Pelosi and her stank ass wouldn't. They never would. You know, she was in charge of it. But guess what? The damn Capitol Police were the ones sitting there unlocking the damn gates for them to come in.
Well, she was told or advised to get the military there to help protect the Capitol just in case, and she refused.
Yeah.
She was, so basically they were, come on in.
She was the mastermind of it. I mean, that's why they had the Antifa there to knock in the damn doors. I mean, that's why they were the first ones in. And
well, I don't know. I'm happy that finally Antifa got charged with domestic terrorism.
Yeah.
I want to see more of it and get them pieces of crap off the street. I thought they were being awful quiet for quite a while.
Yeah.
Actually, ever since who was that kid who got cleared from shooting them dickheads?
The kid from Ohio.
Yeah.
No, he was from Wisconsin. It was
Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Kyle Rittenhouse.
Thank you. Ever since that, Antifa's been kind of quiet. It's like, oh fuck, they can shoot us. Like, yeah, if you attack somebody, you idiot.
If you remember when all that shit happened, right? If you remember when all that shit happened, they were out in California. They were everywhere doing all that shit, right?
Yeah.
And then when they went to San Francisco, if you remember correctly, when they went through what's the neighborhood of San Francisco that has all the Asians?
Chinatown.
Well, they don't call it Chinatown, but
well, of course not.
Anyways, they were on their rooftops of their businesses with guns and saying, "Go ahead, motherfuckers."
Yep.
And they didn't fuck with them.
Nope.
I didn't hear of any of those people getting charged with anything either.
Exactly.
Which is good.
And that whole scene just all of it just irritates the shit right out of me.
It turns my skin.
They had the kid at FedEx that stopped to help somebody, and he wound up beating the shit out of somebody. Everybody thought he was going to get fired from his job, but he never got fired. Yeah, he stopped and There was a fight or whatever, and then he wound up getting in a fight, and they all tried to get his job, and
Right, boy. The rooftop Koreans.
rooftop Koreans, exactly. Thank you.
Mhm.
That's who it was. But you know, they did all that damage throughout this whole fucking country. Not too much damage out here in Boston and New Hampshire and, you know, Connecticut and all that, but
Well, they tried.
and nobody. I said this is why I get mad when they call it an insurrection, right? Nobody. I mean, yeah, your state senators might have said something or whatever, but you know, U.S. senator never said anything. Then I never saw one U.S. senator on TV saying that we need to stop this, we need to do something, this is wrong, blah 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 blah. So now, and I said this a million times, not that I agreed with what happened, okay, on January 6th, but somebody took the biggest shit of their lives in their backyard and they didn't like it. Well, too bad. They ruined businesses, they ruined everything, they ruined people's lives, livelihoods, and everything else, and nobody gave a shit.
Yeah, they got away with it.
The only reason you give a shit is because they finally shit in your backyard.
Yeah. Well, the whole exact same thing with the migrants coming across the border.
I want to know why. And the other thing I want to know is that you get off by calling it an insurrection because it's more flashy, it's more juicy, it's more fucking newsworthy, okay? But what were you calling it when it was in Cleveland? What were you calling it was in San Fran and everywhere else around this country that they tore up
Mostly peaceful protests.
Yeah, peaceful protest that ran into what do they call them?
Burn fucking cities down.
Yeah, but what's the word they use for that? Riots or whatever, right? So, but it wasn't a riot. What happened on January 6th?
Yeah,
that was an insurrection. Yeah. You know, because all those people there were all armed, and they all shot and killed a shit ton of fucking DC people to take over this country. Because that's what an insurrection is. Yeah. And the fucking do-gooders around here that keep saying, "Oh, it was an insurrection." Really? Well,
yeah, they don't have.
You know, an insurrection is they tried to overthrow this country, right? Yeah, you're going to overthrow a country unarmed. When we overthrew England, okay, we weren't unarmed. We were armed. Just saying. I mean, I'm not trying to be like some asshole, but just saying, when we got tired of the fucking unfair taxation and all that, blah 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 blah, okay,
yeah,
they didn't go unarmed.
We didn't ask them to leave.
Yeah, you know, so you know, you can take your insurrection, stick it straight up your candy fucking ass.
Yep.
You have no clue. When and if it ever happens, they're going to shit the bed because they had never seen nothing like that before.
Well, they seen the people walk right in unarmed and take over the damn Capitol. So
yeah,
and so
that's
why they've been building more and more walls around that freaking place up there, because every time you see them, you see a video of Washington D.C. They're building more and more walls around that doggone place up there. So
yeah, and it's our building.
Yeah.
It's just
Mm-hmm.
We own it, bought and paid for many times over.
Just silly.
But when Antifa and them tried to go in there and they burned down the church and everything else right across from the White House, they didn't even try to charge them anything. They allowed them to paint Black Lives Matter all across the damn street. I mean,
what the hell city was it? Seattle, right? Didn't
no,
they
this was in DC?
No, I get that. No, I know that. But in Seattle, didn't they fucking overtake a fucking neighborhood and say, "Fuck you, you're not going to work"?
Yeah. They took over, was it 10 square blocks or something right downtown?
Right. They wouldn't let nobody in, nobody out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
Harvey's
all
done.
kinds of murders, rapes, all the good juicy stuff.
Now, hey, I got an audio clip. I'll play this for you guys.
Oh God, is she of age?
Here comes a strike.
No, it's of the press secretary. I just want you to listen carefully to her words and see if you can figure it out too.
Capitol Police and the wide range of bipartisan lawmakers. You heard them all yesterday. You guys reported on it, who have condemned this false depiction of the unprecedented violent attack on our Constitution and the rule of law, which cost police officers their lives. And that's what we saw on that day, on a very dark day, an attack on our democracy. And so we also, as it relates to the Tucker Carlson question, we agree with Fox Nation's own attorneys and executives who have repeatedly stressed at multiple courts of law that Tucker Carlson is not credible when it comes to this issue in particular. And we have, NPR back in September of 2020. They had the following: you literally can't believe the facts Tucker Carlson tells you.
That sounded like Dish.
Yeah, you can't believe the facts that Carl Tucker.
Can't believe the facts that
Tucker
happened
Carlson
on
tells
a
you.
specific Saturday night chat that used to happen years ago.
The facts means it's not a lie.
Right. But she also lied when she said Capitol police officers died. No police officer died.
No, none.
One guy had a heart attack like 3 days later.
Yeah,
No, didn't they?
he had a heart attack. That was
The only person that died is that poor woman that got
Ashley
shot.
Babbitt.
Stephen Dawkins, what's up?
Ashley Babbitt
Hey,
was
Steve,
the
what's up?
only death.
Yeah, but wasn't there
shot in the throat
listen to me.
by a Capitol police officer?
Wasn't there a Capitol cop didn't die?
No, they tried to say they hit him with a fire extinguisher. He actually died the next day of stroke symptoms.
yeah.
So it could have been hard.
From being hit in the head with a fucking virus.
No,
He never got
totally
hit.
wrong guy.
He
No,
was never
They-
hit
they're-
with a fire
Tucker.
extinguisher.
Hey, if you watch the Tucker Carlson videos, it shows the cop that died doing stuff all the way up to
Yeah.
the end. So
Yeah,
he
walk-
died. He
walking
died
back
a
and
couple
forth.
days later
Yeah.
of natural causes. Had
No,
nothing to
he
do.
never got hit.
How
Never
you been,
got hit.
Steve? Good to see you.
Just lies. Just
Stephen
fucking
Dawkins,
propaganda
what's
and
up?
lies.
Hey,
No,
Steve.
it's just nuts. But anyway,
Well, it's nuts. They're lying right to our face. We can see what we can see, and they're still trying to feed lies down our throat.
And over half the country believes their bullshit
Yep.
yeah.
And
because they don't want to stir the pot. They like getting their fucking welfare check and their free food and all that stuff, and they just want to live their life and watch the Kardashians and play on their fucking iPhone, and they don't care where the fucking batteries to that iPhone come from. You want
Right.
to talk about fucking slavery and shit? Have you seen where the fucking batteries come from? They're fucking child labor digging holes in the mines over in Africa and shit. And
Yeah.
you care about children? Fuck
Which-
off, you
Which
liberal.
all the mines over there are owned by Chinese.
that are East Palestine, Ohio, up there. They said the main reason I had a friend of mine that lives there, and he said that the government's been trying to get them to sell out for years in East Palestine because there's a big all that whole land there is covered in cobalt, and cobalt is what they need for them damn batteries going in.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Very interesting.
That is
Now that there's been a train rail disaster there, the government can seize all that property now.
Exactly.
Well. Let's keep our eye on that one.
Yeah.
Go to Mothman 46.
Here's my thing though. I fucked up. I should have drove up there the day it happened and bought some lunch up there and had a receipt.
Yeah, no shit.
That way when I could sue him and be like, yep, here's my receipt to prove I was there during the fucking derailment.
Yep.
I got a receipt from McDonald's that says I ate there. So now, oops, I'm sick. I need money from the government and the railroad company.
Put a little glow paint in your hair.
But they'll eminent domain that land now, and they will, because they want the damn cobalt that's underneath the ground there. So
And nobody'd have issues of you digging up a bunch of toxic stuff.
that's it. Digging up the toxic grounds and stuff.
You know, ever since I bought my property up north, and there's been rumors about the state of Michigan doing their land grabs to get more state land, which, you know, I'm entitled to, but they have all the lumber rights and all that shit to it. I was worried about that. Started worrying
See,
about
now that was one of the smartest things my dad ever did. He used to own land. He did sell it, but he owned land in Southern Ohio. But part of the contract when he bought the land was he had the mineral rights to it also.
Yeah.
Thank you. What's my channel name?
That's his channel, and his channel's been vacant until that stuff happened up there, and he finally said he finally got tired of listening to what the news media was putting out, and I think he's got 4 videos of what that is there now. I mean,
Cool. Let them know I just subbed to them, and I'll check them out and see what's up. That'll be a whole weekend of research and shit. Fuck.
yeah. I mean, they're short. They're short. Most of them short videos. I mean, first one.
No,
the
but
first
see,
one was kind of long. But
once I get something like that in my head, I got to go find out other sources that talk about it. Yeah, here comes 4 or 5 in the morning. Better get another Coke.
Or you could just like
wait till you do it and ask you.
Play Bedazzled Jewels or whatever the game is. Watch the Kardashians and don't fucking worry about what's going on in the world.
Right.
And live a happy dumb life with the rest
Play
of the
my video game. I almost am to the point where I would rather be that way.
Right. You want to taste the steak again? You want to go taste the steak again, like in the Matrix?
I want to go take some acid, kill just enough brain cells where I don't worry about shit, and then you just go on with my life.
Susie, if he's up all night researching that, after we go off air, get the cast iron frying pan out and work him over, hit him right across the top of the head. That's what Delisa does to me.
Well, see, I'm smart.
I don't remember nothing until the next day. So
I'm smart. I buy the big, giant, extra heavy cast iron pans that she can really pick up. So, let alone swing it.
Well, just take one of them drums in the back and ram that down across his head, and he can't see nothing.
Shit, I've been researching firearms for her for like 2 weeks now, trying to find the perfect one.
Well, I've been searching for a dog. I mean, our puppy died the other week.
Right on.
Damn senseless damn vet down here. Some bitch, useless son of a bitch I've ever seen in my life. And if I get it, one day I'm gonna get to sit out there because I'm fixing to make a phone call to PETA about it. I mean, and let them come down here and burn that fucking place down.
Yeah, the thing
I
is,
wouldn't bother with PETA. They kill more animals than any other organization there is anyway.
Oh well.
They're a false. PETA pretends to be like care for animals, but they do more damage than help.
Well,
they caught them people red-handed saving puppies from a pound and going around the corner and killing them and throwing them in a dumpster. Just to make the headlines where they saved the puppies, you know.
That's what I mean. They wanted us to. We paid them some bitches over $3,000 beforehand before this happened, and they kept telling us it wasn't nothing but Lyme disease. keep giving her medicine, and she was having seizures. Started having seizures in the middle of it, and they wouldn't even listen to us. They called us lunatics for being, and we got a records that Lisa was out of her mentally not able to take care of him. I mean, hell, our dog was a kid. I mean,
Hey, I got one question for you.
what's that?
You didn't happen to feed that dog Purina, did you?
Yeah, that's all she's ever eat.
That's what killed her. I'll tell you that right now. It's killed 2 of my dogs. Purina Beneful's poison.
Well,
and
this
Purina
was
dog chow, it's all poison.
Kibbles and bits is what we.
Is that made by Purina?
Yeah, I think it's made for.
Yeah, don't ever buy Purina brand.
Most you got to watch it. Like Purina sells a different name under a different name out of Tractor Supply, but it's still made by Purina.
Yeah, I mean, I've hauled all that stuff, so I know what name brands.
Yeah, because I had a dog that had the seizures and everything, and it's a direct link to Purina, bud.
Yeah, I mean, but this damn vet was they wanted us to sign her over for them to do research on her. I said, you fucking crazy as hell too. I mean, I said I'd rather go home and put a bullet in her head than for y'all bastards to sit out here and plug and poke and cut.
That's not a good thing to say to a liberal vet.
Well,
next thing you know, knock. He threatened to kill his dog.
Well,
Is there no other vet in your area?
Well, there's one about 30 miles from here now. That's who we're going to start taking them to.
Yeah,
it's Virginia Tech. It's a school. It's a vet school, a teaching school. So, I mean, that's what if we'll get another dog. That's what I'm gonna. I mean, we're gonna find another vet, but hopefully this son of a bitch. Hopefully the SPCA shuts them down first.
Yeah,
they are. I mean, they are. They said that we're not the only ones that complain about that, and they're going in hard and heavy on their ass, and they go in to search everything, and the SPCA does have the ability to go out, to get all the court records and all that stuff.
Right.
Hey, Steve, did you happen to see the video in Lorain, Ohio with the ATF agents that tried to get the 3 teenage boys to come out of the house from the mom for jaywalking?
I've seen the video. I have not watched it.
What the fuck is the ATF doing trying to enforce jaywalking?
Yeah, no shit.
On a road that doesn't have a crosswalk. So there's no such thing as jaywalking on it. Can't jaywalk on a residential street with no crosswalk.
No, they're just trying to get them out there so they can ask, does your father have weapons? They're doing that in schools.
They definitely wanted to question them about something.
Yeah. They're doing it in schools now. They'll put out a little test asking their kids all kinds of stuff. Do your parents do drugs? Do your parents have guns?
But they
but you also got to remember, Steve, that they're teaching them to be gender queer or whatever the hell it is now. They're teaching them in schools that it's a good thing to be queer or transsexual or whatever the hell.
Well, I don't have a problem with that as long as they just do it to the Catholics. Do it to Catholic schools. Well, maybe to stop pedophilia in the Catholic Church.
Oh, I
There's no more- There's no more pedophilia in the Catholic Church. What's the matter with you?
Well,
What the fuck are
course
you
not.
talking about? That's because they move them from one diocese to another every time they get fucking
Listen,
caught.
there hasn't been that shit's all done, kid.
No, really, because we have one in our fucking jail.
Well, yeah, but
It's
nobody.
just not popular in the news right now.
Yeah.
Right.
It'll come back around. You just wait.
The fucking look up Strongville priest. See what you come up with.
It's not just Catholic priests, buddy. So be nice. Don't be a douche.
Yeah, they just busted a scout leader for
There you go.
busted him putting up cameras in all the bathrooms.
There you go.
Yeah, but you're leaving out the biggest names like Clinton's and the,
Yeah.
Bro,
I mean, if I don't wake up in the morning, y'all know I know that I did not suicide myself.
Right. Yeah.
I
got
do
one.
a tree with a shotgun.
There's a
30
new
feet
one.
away.
There's a new one. The guy that was tied to a tree and shot himself, but there's no fucking gun.
Yeah,
And
well,
it
they
was really
did.
suicide.
He shot himself in the back of the head.
A
Twice.
different department said they found the gun, but it was 30 feet away from the tree.
And the shots were in the back of his head. I mean,
That's a different one. That's from years ago. This one just happened like this month or
Just
last month.
happened.
yeah, but
And
I'm
he
saying
was-
they tried
he's a-
into a tree and
He was a former Clinton advisor that his name was on the fly list on Epstein's plane. So apparently him and Clinton had a wild weekend and he was afraid he would talk. Wink. Maybe. Possibly.
Anyway, back to these damn Catholics. I'm going.
Hey,
I'll let the Pope know how you wiped out there, Ohio.
What's that?
The Pope is going to suicide you.
I got news for you. I don't care about any religion. I will fight for your right to practice your religion, and you have every right to your freedom of your religion. Just don't force it on me, and I'm okay with it. I just don't believe it. I don't believe.
Say goodnight, Susie.
Night, Susie.
Night, everybody.
that's Susie.
Take the night off. I can't do it.
Lightweight.
Yeah, I'll agree to that.
I'll hook you up with this. She'll teach you the ropes.
Okay.
Yep.
Good night, everybody.
Night.
Our Boyd is saying, I saw a video prior to it. I think he's talking about the kids. About 2 weeks before, that was a shooting at that address to a yellow house in the front of the Ring camera.
Yellow brick road.
He said he's got a good buzz going, so whatever part of that you kind of understand. Are you talking about the kids jaywalking, our boy?
Yeah, I think so, probably, but it doesn't matter. You can't go up to a mother when the kids are in your house and you don't have a fucking warrant, and you can't threaten that mother with obstruction because she won't let the kids come out and talk to the police. Fuck that. And they're fucking ATF. Get the fuck out of here. ATF.
Oh, the mother stood her ground.
Start on a goddamn ATF.
The mother stood her ground, bless her heart.
Right, and they threatened the hell out of her too.
That's what I told Susie. Absolutely nobody comes in this house. Flan!
On.
Hey, Flan.
So far, we're doing okay, Flan. The storms aren't as bad in my particular area as they said they were going to be. Yay. Thank you, Great Lakes. Just saying, our protectors. Our Boyd is saying yes.
Yeah. You know, then go get a fucking warrant, get a subpoena, and do your job correctly. If you want to, you know.
Right.
The thing is, you don't have enough evidence to fucking properly get a warrant. You know, or if you could be nice about it, you could go, you know, you could show up and try your tricks, and you might fool somebody, but just knock on the door. Hello, ma'am. I'm Officer such and such with the ATF. I would like to speak with you and members of your family regarding something that happened last week across the street, and you might have evidence on your Ring camera. Are you willing to talk to us? Okay,
Yeah, shit.
that's fine. But you don't fucking get out and threaten fucking that you're going to take all these kids to jail and take her to jail and shit because she won't let them come out and talk to you. Fuck off.
Yeah.
And like I said, don't get me started on fucking ATF.
Something about I think it's called the 14th Amendment or something to that effect.
Well, in the 4th Amendment.
Yeah. Isn't that the abortion amendment? The fourth. Which one's the right to privacy?
Well, then on top of that, the 5th, you ain't got to incriminate yourself neither.
Right.
You had a right to remain silent.
I was having a conversation the other day, and all I was doing was poking the bear with the stick. Is all I was doing.
No, not you.
I would never believe that about you or Mike.
I said once. I said, okay, well, first it started off as this guy ended up killing this girl, and she was pregnant. So they charged him with 2 murders, one for the woman and one for the baby. And I said, well, it depends on what state they live in, because I don't think if abortion is legal in that state, I don't think you should be allowed to charge him with murder for an unborn child. He just aborted a child is all he did.
Right.
Ish. You don't actually believe that.
Can you answer, Flawn? I can't remember.
George.
George.
You don't actually believe that, do you? Hey, do you actually believe that? Just because
if abortion is
hang on,
state,
in that state, and somebody kills you, so an abortion is the thought process of a young woman that wants to have an abortion. She's making that decision. A person that's murdering said woman has no right, just because that state has abortion, to be the abortionist. That makes zero sense.
But if you don't know that they're pregnant, then you have no idea they're pregnant. So
listen.
You can be charged with one murder. I'm fine with it being charged with the one murder.
Listen, it doesn't matter.
You
didn't poke a bear.
It
doesn't matter.
I poked you 3 minutes ago. You just didn't realize it yet.
Listen to me. It doesn't matter if he knew or whether she was pregnant or not.
Well, okay.
You shouldn't be going around murdering people to fucking begin with.
Right. Well, that's what I said. Go ahead.
All right then. So too bad. Too bad.
What?
So now you're being charged with 2, not 1. Big deal. Why do you care?
Well,
what?
Wait, hang on. If you let me fucking talk, I explain because
you poked the bear. Now you're getting the bear. Now you don't like it. Where?
No,
but you gotta let him talk.
You gotta let me talk. You can't talk over me, you fucking Democrat. You're using.
Hey, that was below the belt.
Well, he's using the same type of tactics they use. If you don't want to listen to what someone else is saying, you just talk louder over top of them, just like they do.
He never screamed and grabbed his head one time.
Anyway, I believe in men's rights. See, a woman can decide that she doesn't want to be a mother. She can abort a child. She can even take that child to a safe haven fireplace, put this child in a fucking box on the side of the wall, and walk away from it hands free. Never has to be a mother. So why the hell are they putting men in jail for not paying child support? Why are they paying child support in the first place? If a man doesn't want to be a father, he should be able to walk away from it just like a woman can. How's that? Does that sound right?
There's a point.
So if you make until you make
because
all
a woman
abortion,
that makes
until
no
you make
sense.
all abortion, hang on, let me finish. Until you make all abortions illegal, there should be no child support forced on a man.
Stop there, because you used to be smart. A woman making her decision to have an abortion, and now you're saying a dad walking away. Well, If a dad wants to walk away after his kid dies, let him.
No,
Who says he
what I'm
can't?
saying is a woman can decide that she doesn't want to be a mother.
Yeah.
Even after the child's born, she can decide she doesn't want to be a mother. But a man can never decide that he doesn't want to be a father. He's always responsible for
Well,
that child.
I disagree with that. It happened because it happened to my sister. So I totally disagree with that.
Well, I mean, is it because
Totally disagree with that.
Is it because she didn't pursue?
Oh no, she pursued. I'm not going down this road with you tonight. I can't. Not with that particular.
Because
not with my sister.
the government's what makes the man pay, and the reason they make the man pay because they make money off of it.
Yeah.
Because
you can't. You try to set up child support, like say I got a girl pregnant and she had a child, and I didn't want to have nothing to do with it, but I just said, you know what, I will pay you this much a month in support. Right?
As long
unless I go through the government and let the government be the ones who take it out of my check.
Let me explain something to you.
It doesn't count.
I can
give her $1,000 a month for 18 years, and then she can turn around and say, "Hey, the government wants their fucking hand in the cookie jar."
You can work it out amongst yourselves unless one of you goes to the friend of the court, and then it's yanked out of your hands.
Let me explain something.
You come to an agreement. You don't have to tell nobody about it. You just follow the agreement or the contract. As soon as you call friend of the court, you're screwed.
There's also a huge difference between a girl getting an abortion. Is there somebody else talking to me?
Somebody talking or something?
The Lisa was talking.
There's also a huge difference between a woman choosing to have an abortion, especially in the case of incest or rape. Okay, there's then a father that says, "I don't want to be around you anymore," and walking away. There's a big difference there. Huge difference. You can't put that as the same analogy.
And you don't
because it's listen to me. It's not that she doesn't want. Steve, knock it off. Now you really starting to irritate me. So you're telling me that a woman should bear a child that she was fucking gang raped by fucking 5 guys. She should still bear that child.
I did not say that.
He's talking about a girl and a guy.
Jesus.
Girlfriend, boyfriend. Nothing about rape or incest.
Nothing
He
about
just said
rape
it, girl. But how do you know, right? You just said a girl has a choice to have an abortion. You didn't say why she's having that abortion. Said abortion.
I said a woman can have an abortion.
Yep.
Or drop this kid off at a fire station.
Stop there. But you said she can have an abortion. But why is she having the abortion?
Because she doesn't want to be a mother and be inconvenienced with the child.
You didn't say that part. You said she doesn't want to be a mother.
It was implied. It was
She
implied when I said
well, because she didn't want. She could have not wanted to have been a mother because it was a case of rape or incest.
No, he said straight up because she didn't want to be a mother.
No, I don't agree with that. It's not a form of birth control. But so that's all I'm saying. But you still can't put those two analogies. They're totally different. Totally different.
Saying, how come a man can't decide like that? Only
I
the
put it
woman
to you
gets
this way.
to decide.
I put it to you this way. Nobody should walk away from any kid. Okay, unless
morally, absolutely right.
Unless it's what I just said.
Unless
it's what I just said.
But my question is, why are we putting men in jail, and then they lose their job, and then they can't pay?
Because there's nobody.
And then they go to jail again because they can't pay. Why can't they just decide they don't want to be a father like a woman can decide she doesn't want to be a mother?
I got a cousin sitting in jail. He's been sitting there since August. His kids are grown. And they picked him up on a different charge, which was gross. So he never got in trouble for that different charge, right? But because they picked him up and looked into him, he's sitting in a fucking jail cell.
For what? What's his crime?
Oh, for deadbeat dad.
For not paying child support.
Yeah. Right. So I said to my wife, I go, look, I get it. There's the rules. There's all that. I get it all, right? I said, but you're not going to get paid with him sitting in jail.
Right, I understand that, Mikey. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. I'm just trying.
I agree with you. I think they should put the woman in jail too for being a deadbeat mom. I'm with you.
Well, I'm just saying, why can a woman decide that why
I
is she the
don't-
only one to decide that she doesn't want to be a parent, but the man can't decide
I
that
don't
he doesn't
know.
want to be a parent?
Why can a woman decide that other than what I just said, right? Why can she decide to have an abortion without my permission?
Right. There's another one.
I don't like
men
that.
Have no right. Men have no rights, is what I'm getting to. Men have no
Exactly.
rights.
I don't like that.
And
I get it. I get it. She has to carry the child for 9 months. I get it. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe she, but it's still, to me, when two people want to have a kid, it's both our child, right? It's the mothers and the fathers, right? Like my girls are right. They're our children, our children.
Yeah.
But if you abort a child because of whatever reason, with the exception of, again, incest or whatever, but when you abort that child to use it as a form of birth control, and you don't, the guy doesn't get a say. You know what I mean?
Because men don't have rights when it comes to children.
So yeah,
Look how
that
many
pisses
men.
that pisses
Look
me
how
off.
many men get full custody of their kids in divorces. Hardly any.
Huh.
Very.
I had
small,
a kid I went to high school
very
with.
small percentage.
I had a kid I went to high school with. Well, grade school too. Played baseball with him and all that, right? But
Hang on, real quick, because Steve's gloating over the. He's like real banging his chest. But you probably proved that the mother. You probably had to prove that the mother was worthless and was a bad influence on the children before.
Nope.
Oh,
What I did is self-sacrificed myself and put up with her horseshit for 10 years until my daughter became the age where a judge would actually listen to her.
Who do you want to go with, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I took my daughter. And if there would have been a court battle, my daughter would have said, I want to be with my father, and it would have been done. I was trying not to drag her over the coal.
But normally you have to prove them as an unfit mother.
Oh yeah, you got
to
dig every skeleton out of every closet you can and go for blood.
My buddy, even though his ex-wife has been in jail multiple times for heroin and crack cocaine use, and then she was arrested for prostitution and all this other shit. It took, she still got custody of the kids for like 10 years before he was able. It finally took her to go to fucking prison for like 20 years before he got custody of the kids. And then they tried to give it to her, tried to give the kids to her mother, let the grandmother take care of them.
Because I think they do it because they think it's a maternal thing where a child is closer to a mother, whatever. But I don't believe.
And by the way, the Bruins won.
Oh, I know they did. So, all right, guys, give me 1 second. My third daughter.
My eyeballs is brewing to go to sleep. So, y'all have a good one, and I will talk to y'all.
Thanks for coming on, man.
All right.
Good night.
Have a good night.
I knew I could get him going.
Well, he was talking over you and not hearing what you were saying.
Yeah, but I knew I could get him going. I can get him fired. If anyone can get Mikey fired up, it's always me.
I know you guys have been doing it to each other for years, but still remain friends. That's the main point.
Even though he's a Democrat.
Well, our boy, I think, brought it up that, remember, Mike had a crush on Hillary Clinton. Prepping to endure. What's up?
Hey, prepping.
Wow, Hillary Clinton and Cher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He probably has fantasies about that menage a trois.
And Cher riding up on her white horse with her headgear on, whipping Hillary's ass. I found another picture of her on that horse that looks even better than the famous one.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get back to it to take a screenshot. I was going to send it to Mike. It was way hotter than the one that, the common press release one. Yeah. Way hotter than that. Showed like half her ass and more leg. And wow.
Other day, there was one of the news channels had like Hillary Clinton and Chelsea Clinton like in a car, and they were acting up in a car. It was some story, and it was like some internet viral video or something. And everybody, we were in the break room or whatever, or the muster room, and it came on, and I was like, God damn. And they're like, what? I was like, that Chelsea Clinton. They're like, what about her? I said, she's so fucking ugly. If you get a blowjob from her, it counts as anal sex. That's who I figured we'd be running for office soon. I really thought that she would be at least like a New York State representative or something by now. You know what I mean?
She's still got years. They'll groom her right up to the point they're about to die and give her all the money and then set her off on the presidency or something.
I think we have an issue with the Republicans right now of this infighting.
That's what the election coming up, I'm afraid, is going to happen. They're going to
and they're going to fuck up so much we're going to end up with another 4 years of Joe Biden.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
Because Nikki Haley put her hat in the ring, and I don't think she has a snowball's chance in hell, to be honest with you.
Nikki Haley.
She was like a governor or something, and then she got on, and then she was the UN ambassador to the UN or something. That
I know that name from something else. I'm thinking some kind of a musician or something.
No, Bill Haley in the comments.
No, it was Nikki Haley.
No, I don't know.
Like one of those quickie pop stars, like that blonde chick that did the party all night and then in the pool with the paint and all that shit. That was huge for like a year or two and then poof, gone. Or like, what's that chick from Ridiculousness? She did a couple songs that got pretty good. Chanel. She had a couple dance tunes. Nikki Haley.
Chanel number 5.
I'm going to have to look that up because I know I've seen that name associated to something else. Like a guitar player, singer, or in a band or something. Porn star, maybe? I'm not sure.
Oh, I haven't seen her in a while. My daughter.
Oh, I think I just got it. One of the contestants on American Idol or something.
Yeah.
Oh, was
blonde chick with a scratchy voice, I think.
Haley Reinhardt or something like that?
Maybe that's where I'm getting it. She looked like a Nikki.
Carry on.
Once a Nikki, always a Nikki. Which is my niece's name, by the way. Oh, and hello, Uncle Kyle. I was going to shout you out when I was doing the rundown and totally got sidetracked by Ohio's nudeness. Governor of South Carolina.
South Carolina, yeah.
Yeah, running for president. There's two of them. There's Nikki, and then there's the black. He was a congressman or something.
Tim Scott. I wonder who's actually throwing their hat in the ring. Let's see.
I just
our boy. Have a wonderful night, bro. Have a good Sunday. Thanks for
I got it right here, Ohio. Ohio. I got it right here. You're all set. There is Nikki Haley. All right.
I love that name.
And the black man from South Carolina, he's a senator, is Tim Scott.
Tim Scott, yeah. Did he put his hat in the bid? So far, I'm just finding Nikki Haley's the only one that's actually. So Nikki Haley and Donald Trump.
Flaw and Mike didn't have a chat last night.
Sorry, folks. I don't think any of them have really. Nikki announced on February 14th.
Yeah. So it's Nikki and Trump's the only two that announced.
Right. No, Vivek Ramaswamy announced on the 21st.
Oh, everyone knows who that is.
Okay.
That's just like saying that I announced that I'm running for president too.
DeSantis hasn't declared.
No.
Pence, Pompeo,
Pompeo.
Pompeo.
A lot of people like Pompeo.
Chris Sununu out of New Hampshire, the New Hampshire governor. Tim Scott has not announced yet. So it's just the three of them that have announced.
I wonder if there's going to be any Democrats that run against and try to primary out Biden.
Well, first of all, he's 80. And even Reagan, I think, was the oldest one, right? So
Joe Biden's the oldest president ever.
No, I know, I get that. But when Reagan finished his 8 years,
All I want to know is they have any secret documents at their house?
I don't know. But I just
what was Trump's vice president?
Pence.
I heard something about him maybe putting his hat in the ring.
Yeah, but he hasn't declared yet.
Speaking of turncoat, I think just a little bit.
You know, they're just trying. Listen, those people that are all in his cabinet, they're not all like I was just reading it. Here, I'll share the link. Well, I'll share the link in the thing, and then you guys can, Stevie, you can share it to YouTube because I'm not on YouTube right now. If you'll do that for me,
I can.
I'll put it in the private chat, and then you can. And then you can go from there. That's a list of the
Candidates, runners.
Candidates.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
If you go to that page, it'll show you all the.
I'm putting government secret documents out into the chat.
It gives you their weaknesses and their strengths and all that.
Lies, all lies.
But some of them is just saying, like Liz Cheney is another one. Dick's daughter there.
She won't get. She'll have to if she runs. She'll have to run as a Democrat because there's not a Republican I know would vote for her.
I wish what's her face would fucking run for something.
Candace.
Yeah. Although they said this girl Christy, and then this other girl here, Christy Nome from the South Dakota governor.
Oh, she's smoking giggity.
She is smoking a giggity. but you know what they are saying? You know what they are saying? They don't think she'll do the press because she's not well known. You know, being
right
from a small state.
Look,
However,
you
know what they said about her though? She's on the short list for vice president.
Yeah. Is she was she North Dakota or South Dakota?
Something like that. Let me see. I'll tell you in a minute.
One of the two Dakotas.
Yeah, look up. Yeah.
They're all the same.
South Dakota governor.
Look that up, Steve.
She's 51 years old.
What's her name?
Christy with a K. Christy, Kristi. Noem, Noem.
Like Noem, Alaska?
No, that's Nome, Nome. This is Noem, Noem.
You know, like, hey, do you know him, Mikey D? Yeah, I know him.
Yeah, I know him.
Oh, it didn't pop right up. Is it KN?
Kristi.
Yeah, that part I know.
Noem, Noem.
Oh, there she is. South Dakota.
Yes.
Christina.
Yeah, she's kind of smoking. Just saying. Well, women always say that men think with their penis. I wonder if I can vote with mine.
Probably.
Like I said, man, oh, there's a picture of her in that red dress. Giggity.
Can you imagine if it was blue? That would have been so funny.
There's a picture of her. There's a picture of her carrying a double-barrel shotgun and some dead pheasants. Giggity, giggity, giggity.
Giggity, giggity, goo. All right.
I'd vote for Dish for president, but she'd probably first thing she'd probably do was fucking outlaw fucking mayo.
Right. You
Right.
can
And I
only
can't-
use it
I
on
can't
Sunday.
have that. I love my tuna salad. I can't have that.
Gerald B says she's way anti-pot.
Anti what?
Pot.
Pot.
Marijuana.
Peyote.
Okay. It's illegal anyway, so who
No,
gives
it's
a
not.
shit?
Not in my
It
state.
is. It's federally illegal.
Okay, but it's federal.
And she would be running for federal office, so I don't give a shit.
But I get you. But she's, it is what it is because in some
These
states,
damn potheads are always out there.
in some states, it's okay.
Blah, blah, blah. You're fucking anti-job. How many potheads you know with jobs?
Yeah, I know Ohio.
I work with two of them, so
They
two.
do their little rant and then they fall asleep, so they're out of sight, out of mind most of the
Trust
time.
me. I work for hopefully for a short period of time. Hopefully that new job will fucking call me on Monday and say, "Hey, we're gonna hire you."
No, I don't have an issue with marijuana. I think it should be legal all the way.
I do.
It
The only
should-
issue I have, is it should be it should be like drinking. You shouldn't be able to fucking smoke weed in your job.
You're not supposed
Right. Or drive. Yeah.
Right.
to. It is against the law.
But here's my
So,
thing.
That's that's my only bitch.
My thing is with it, like it's legal in like Michigan and Colorado.
It's legal here.
Okay, there. Okay, but
Go figure.
So here's
Yeah,
the thing,
no
though.
kidding.
Right. So here's the thing. So if I go up and visit Stevie,
Yep.
and we go to a dispensary where they sell it all legalized and everything.
Yep.
And I get high as fuck for the weekend and have a good time. And then I drive back home. And then a week later, I get tested at work. I lose my job
Yes.
for doing something that was totally legal at the time I did it and where I did it.
Yeah, it needs to be federally legalized, just like alcohol.
Correct.
It's just like, that would be like going out on a Friday night, getting drunk, having a party, blah, blah, blah. And then Tuesday afternoon, your job testing you and saying, "Hey, you got alcohol in your system.
You're fired.
You're fired." It's bullshit.
So here's the thing. While I agree with you, okay, for something like that because you're not a daily pot user, I take it, right?
Who, me?
Yeah, you. So
No, I'm not a dick.
so-
No, I'm not a dick.
so
I crap every day. I always use
from
my-
a former
Knock wood.
from a former pot user and drinker, if I was to even the gummies, right? If I was to have a gummy or whatever, and it's in my system, you can piss that fucking shit out in 24 hours.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, you
I
can.
didn't know that.
So here's the thing.
Go.
As long as you're not a daily user, all right. Now, is Joe B still in here?
Mm-hmm.
Jezzo, Jerry's always said on this show that he likes on mine anyways that he's a pot smoker. So I'm not telling tales out of school.
He smokes on live. You're not telling anybody anything. That
Right.
Correct.
So listen. If I go up and I smoke if I go up and smoke a joint with Jezzo, right, and then him and I both take a test 5 days later, there's nothing he can take that's going to help him. But I can drink water for a day, piss it all out of my system, and it won't register because I'm not a daily user.
Right.
But I do get what you're saying. You shouldn't lose your job, even if you weren't even if you're a daily user at nighttime off your job. You go home.
Right. As long as you don't come to work high, you should be fine.
Correct.
You know, they let you.
I agree with you.
You know how many times I've been at work when
What?
working with somebody and they just fucking reek of alcohol, and that's because they were just drunk like 4 hours ago.
I think I'd rather smell the booze than the fucking weed I smell every day.
I don't know. I
It
got
smells like skunk.
sensitivity to that alcohol body odor. Major sensitivity. To
Yeah,
that.
but it smells like skunk though.
Yeah, so does when you're sweating alcohol. It stinks pretty fucking bad too.
I'll tell you what, I
Certain
can't
people
stand.
do, certain people don't.
Correct, redneck. Not a hair
Be-
sample. They're not taking a hair sample. You piss in a cup when you go for a job then.
But no, I've taken hair samples before, and that's fucking almost
Not
like the
me.
entire life.
I've only taken a fucking piss test. I've never taken a hair sample for a drug
Dude,
test.
You
Ever.
know how short I keep my hair, right?
Good luck getting a fucking hair sample off that
Right.
motherfucker. Go
Well,
ahead.
here's the thing.
They can just snip your outlandish
Yeah.
tubes, Mike.
They ain't
Don't
snipping
worry.
nothing off
here's
my
the
body.
thing. I went to go get a test, and it was a hair test, and I had short shaved hair, right? And they're like, well, the hairs they got to be so long, right? And she's like, well, I don't think I'm going to get a hair from there. She goes, I'll have to get it from someplace else. And I'm like, fuck. So I'm
Snap.
thinking, I'm like, okay. And then she's looking at me, and I'm like, and she's like, she's not telling me to like show me this or anything. She's just staring at me, and I'm like, okay. And she's like I'm waiting. She's got like the scissors and the tweezers like in her hand, you know, and the little piece of, you know, plastic bag that she's going to put the hair sample in. So I start to undo my belt because I'm thinking I got some hair down there, and she goes, "Stop."
Dude.
And I was like, "What?" She goes, "How about your underarms?" And I was like, "Oh, didn't even think about that."
You pull a fucking. Let me tell you something. You pull the hair out of my underarm or off my head, off my chest. I'm gonna punch you directly in the mouth. Just
They
Oh,
don't
no,
pull it. They get there. They get up in there with them.
I don't
razor
give a
sharp
fuck.
scissors.
They cut it.
Yeah.
She just cut it. She just pulled it out a little bit and cut it.
You're
And was
taking
like,
one right in the
"That's
jaw. You're taking one right in the jaw.
fine for
But,
cutting
but
it."
also, aren't they going to get a fucked up sample because of like deodorant and soap?
I was
and
thinking
Oh,
that
no,
too.
they know what they're looking for. And
That's like if you eat mints while you're being arrested, you can give a false breathalyzer. Certain mints.
If you the other thing, you want to blow up a breathalyzer, use like fucking any type of regular mouthwash, Scope or fucking Listerine or
well, it's got
something like
alcohol
that.
in it.
Yeah.
And correct, you'll blow the fucking snot out of that thing.
Blow it up.
Best thing to do is when you get pulled over and you've been
That's
drinking,
why. That's
jump
why.
out and crack another one open real quick and chug it. That way you can say, well, I just drank. You didn't see me driving and drinking. I was drinking after I got done driving.
Right.
That don't work because you still got your.
Well, that's what I
keys.
do when
Right.
the cop showed up. Cop showed up at my house back in the 80s after I was drinking, early 90s, whatever the hell it was, and he followed me right to my house. Except I went a little faster than he did, and he didn't have his lights on, so I wasn't fucking fleeing. But I knew he was behind me, and I knew he was going to pull into my driveway. He pulled in. I parked like an idiot, ran into my house. He knocked on the door. I answered it with a fucking beer in my hand. I said, "Can I help you?"
Nice.
He goes, Did you just pull in here?" I go, "Yeah, like a minute or so. What can I help you with?" He goes, "Well," he says, "you were flying, da da da." I says, "Was I?" He goes, "Yeah." I go, "Did you see me get out of the car?" He says, "Nope." He says, "Well, you ain't writing me a ticket."
My thing is watching people try to trick the machine.
No, you can't really trick the
They
machine.
puff their cheeks out and don't blow.
Yeah,
It's like, how stupid.
it makes it like when it stops making noise. Like, see, here you go, idiot.
I blew into it. The only two breathalyzers I ever had was I had the physical breathalyzer, you know, the one you blow into, and then the morning I broke my neck, when they transferred me from Concord, New Hampshire, to the hospital in Lowell. Concord did a blood test, and they checked me for everything, drugs, alcohol, everything came out of it. And I had a 0.27 or 0.28 in New Hampshire, in Concord. That's why they wouldn't give me any fucking painkillers or anything. But when I took the regular breathalyzer test tonight, I was driving. I think I only blew, which pissed me off because I was totally fucking okay. Was like a.
That's your opinion.
No, you know what? I'll tell you why I got caught in a minute. 0.19 I blew. No, I didn't get caught because I was driving like this. You know what I mean? And he came up from behind me and all did all that. Or he was, parked at a thing and saw me.
No, he was sitting there and minding his own business, and his car went flying down the sidewalk. He's like,
Nope.
"What the fuck?"
Nope.
The hell was that?
Nope. Not even close. Not even close. You know what happened? I'm on the fucking highway, on the interstate, as you people call it. I'm on the highway, and this guy's doing like 50 miles an hour in the fucking speed lane. I'm like, really? Use my direction the whole 9 yards. Went right by him. Well, I forgot to get out of that lane. So now I'm doing like 80, 85 in that fucking center lane. And then I was getting off.
Oh, yeah, you guys aren't allowed to drive in those lanes unless you're passing somebody, right?
Well, technically you're not, but they don't. If it's a 4-lane highway and it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon, nobody gives a shit.
Redneck Prepper, thanks for coming, man. Good night.
Good night, Redneck.
Sunday, even though they just cheated you out of an hour of it.
But we do have a passing on the right law that I told you all about that. But anyway, a woman called up and said I was driving too fast.
Wow.
And then when I got off the exit ramp, the statey was waiting for me because she had called ahead, apparently.
Oh, no, Mikey.
So she had called and said, this guy flying by me, da 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 da. So I get off the exit, I go, and then next thing I see is blue lights behind me, like, fuck me.
How did they know that was the exit you were going to get off of?
Huh?
Or was he just up there looking?
He was probably just up there. He was probably,
You know what? You could probably totally get that reversed.
And here's the funny part. Not even that gets reversed. You know what could have been reversed? You ready for this? You know where he got me? On an off-ramp that had a grade to it. And I'm like, he goes, where are you coming from? I go, Wilmington. He goes, okay. He goes, where you headed? I go, Rockingham. Do you know where the golf course is in Lowell? He says, yep. I said, that's where I live. He goes, oh, okay. I go, what's up? He goes, well, we got a report of you flying up the highway. As well, I did go around a lady that was doing like friggin' 50 in the fucking left lane, if that's what you call flying. I go, but why she was doing 50 in the left lane was beyond me. He goes, oh. He goes, so he says, I'm not even going to, he says, obviously you've been drinking tonight. And I go, what's the issue? He's, I'm going to have you get out of the truck and do a field sobriety test. And right then and there, I said to him, I go, is it the field sobriety test if I deny it's an automatic loss of license, or is it the breathalyzer? He goes, it's the breathalyzer. I goes, good, then I'm not doing the field sobriety test. He goes, well, why wouldn't you do a field sobriety test? I said, well, I'm not on. I said, never mind. I'm not. I said, you know what? You want me to do your field sobriety test? I'll do your field sobriety test. The only thing I cannot do medically is I can't look straight up in the air. I says, because I show him the fucking 4 holes in my head. I go, I had broke my neck years ago, and I don't have full mobility looking up. I said, anything else you want me to do, I'll do for you. Did everything, did the alphabet. And he said I sang the alphabet, which I didn't sing it. I just went A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Singing to me is A, B, C,
Right.
D, E. Okay. So he wrote it down as singing, and I went, He says, you can't sing it. I said, I didn't sing it. I went A, B, C, D, E, F, G. That's not singing.
Right.
He goes, you arguing with me? I go,
Say,
pretty
bro,
much.
that you should.
So anyway, he goes, all right, now I'm going to give you a breathalyzer. He says, no, I'm sorry. I apologize. He says, I'm arresting you for driving under the influence of alcohol. And I went, but don't I need a breathalyzer? He goes, you'll get that soon enough. Took me back to the state police barracks. Gave me the breathalyzer. So I said, how many times I got to blow in this night? 12? And he goes, no. He's just until we get a reading. The reading that you want, or, you know. So he goes, no, just blow into it. And I go, okay. So I blew into it. They arrested me. And I go to court. And that's when I was right at the end of my drinking. So I didn't really, you know. I go to court, and the judge says, I waive counsel and everything. And the judge says, young man, you do real. And the judge is trying to tell me not to. Okay? The judge is trying to tell me, son, you don't need to do that. Somebody's getting their leg humped. So he's trying to tell me, he's like, son, you know, blah, blah, blah. There's certain law, rules, and regulations. I says, Your Honor, I know what you're trying to say, and I get it. I said, but I'm just all done. I says, to be honest with you, I've been sitting here all day. I says, I'm not making a shot at you for saying, I'm just saying, I've been sitting here all day. And this is my only hope is that I would get, you know, if I get my 90 days, serve my 90 days, I'll have my license back by the time the summer ends. And then go from there, do everything I need to do, and blah, blah, blah. He goes, I get all that. He says, but I'm telling you, young man, there's certain laws and regulations and rules that the state has to go by before they can. I go, Your Honor, if you're referring to where he got me and I was on a off ramp that was on a slope, I'm with you 100%. It's just, I'm done with my drinking, I says, and this is probably the only way it's going to happen. So I might as well just do it this way. Now, had I known there was a fucking Melanie's law in the state of fucking Massachusetts about owning a gun after a DUI, well, that'd have been a different story. Because I didn't know there was a gun law in the town, in the state, that they made it a law that anything after 1996 with a DUI, you can't own a gun in Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Had I known that, I would have fought it. And guess what? So I'm talking to the ADA. He goes, okay, go outside, talk to the ADA. We'll figure something out. So I'm talking to the ADA, and the ADA looked right at me and goes, just like this. A first year kid out of a 2-year community college could get you off on this charge. As I know this. I said, here's the problem. If I get out of this charge, I says, I'll drink again. I said, I don't want to drink anymore. I said, so, look, it's 90 days worth of license. I can live with that. I said, it's you know, I've lost my license before. What the hell's 90 more days? And so I took the 90-day bid. The thing is, I had to allocute. So I had no problem allocuting until they said I sang the alphabet. And then I stopped. And well, they were out there. They were saying what I did, and I stopped them. I went, excuse me. You know, I went like this. And the judge looked at me and goes, yeah. You change your mind? He goes, no. I says, if I'm going to allocute, Your Honor, I want to make sure what I allocute to is correct. And he goes, what do you mean by that? I goes, I didn't sing the alphabet. He says, you didn't? I goes, no, not even close. He goes, well, so I recited how I did the alphabet. He goes, yeah, that's not singing. And so he asked if the state trooper was there. State trooper coming up. And he said, did the man do it that way or did he sing it? He said, no, he did it the way he just said it. He said, why would you write down he sang it?
Because I was being a dick and had to add it.
So the judge again said to me, are you sure you want to do this? I could have beat it that day.
Right.
You know what I mean? But you know what? I would have went out and fucking. I would have went. I get out of that one.
Yeah, I can celebrate.
So, but
Well,
yeah.
first
So
of all, they can't pull you over on somebody else's word. They have to witness it now.
oh,
There
well,
was
this
a guy.
this was
There was a guy in
2001.
Ohio that filed a lawsuit and won, and it overturned like a ton of shit. So you might want to check into that
Well, this was-
because
you might be right. I'm just saying that this is 2001, so I don't know if.
well, yeah, but I mean anything in the past is overturned because they ruled that third party. You know, if I say you were speeding and driving erratic, you can't take my word on it.
Right.
Unless I sign an affidavit and I show up in court and I testify to it.
Right.
But yet they want to pass red flag laws.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. If I knew, and they call it Melanie's Law here in Massachusetts. But
Let
had
me
I
guess,
known,
Melanie was a poor person that got hit by a drunk driver.
or she got in an accident or something, one or the other. Which is here's a weird part about that. So they passed Melanie's Law, right? A month and a half later, her uncle gets fucking pulled over for a DUI.
Ah,
Wow.
So, but anyway, yeah.
rules
So, like I
forbid,
said,
not
if
me.
had I known that Massachusetts had that on their books, I would have told the judge to tell this fucking cop to go shit him, take a flying shit for himself.
Right.
You know, but it is what it is. You know, but it's just it just to me sometimes law enforcement I think it's too overzealous in wanting to be right. You know what I mean?
Quota.
So it's like
no quotas. It's all egos.
Oh, yeah.
egos, whatever it may be.
Chip on her
You
shoulder.
know, and so, you know, had he just done his job right and waited 300 yards. Now, mind you, this is 1 o'clock in the morning. Say 5 o'clock in the afternoon, where another 500 yards I could hit somebody and kill. That's horseshit. This is 1 o'clock in the morning. Ain't nobody on this fucking road. Okay, on the road that on this off ramp that he had me at. Right. All he had to do was wait for me to get to level ground, and then he had me dead balls to nuts. That's all he had to do.
Yeah, but he wanted that promotion.
That and let me tie my fucking boots. My boots weren't tied, nothing. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, but I'm like, you know what? Whatever. It is what it is. And, now with the overzealous ones, egos, whatever we want to call it, I do it politely now when they pull me over. Or if I go to a way station or something and he wants to be a dink, I do it politely now. And then they just look at you and they're like, fucking motherfucker. You know what I mean? And I just sit there with a fucking smile on my face. Because I was that guy that I'd fucking scream at him. I had no problem doing it, especially if you came to my door screaming at me. You got spoken to the way you speak to me. And that's because I was brought up like that. So that's how I live my life. You're going to yell at me, I'm going to yell right back at you. Unless you're wearing a black robe, you're getting yelled at. And so yeah, so now if they, I the ones that I crack up about are the young kids, and they'll pull you over. I had a kid pull me over, I don't know, 6 months ago, and he said you didn't use your directional to turn, and I smirked. And I went, are you sure? And now I got my hands on the steering wheel, right? I go, are you sure? He said, yeah. I said, you're 100% positive? He said, you 100% positive it works? I went, yep. I said, you 100% positive that it wasn't on? I said, because if you allow me to, I'll get out of this vehicle and I'll show you how it works, sir. And he's getting mad at me now, right? And I said, sir, don't get mad. Everything's fine. You just thought that I didn't do it. It's no big deal. You want to run me, run me. I don't give a shit. I got nothing to hide. I'm not, I'm not an axe murderer, not a serial murderer. I don't have any warrants on me. I go, so if you want to run me, run me. I don't care less. You're just not writing me a ticket for not using my directional. He goes, oh, really? I go, so now he's giving me attitude. I said, I tell you what, here. Does that say that the directional's still on? Oh, it does. I goes, now why don't you go take a little look-see in the front of my vehicle to see if it's goodbye, Ohio. Why don't you go take a look-see in the front of my vehicle to see if my directional's on?
Ohio just got arrested.
So he goes, he looks, goes to the back end of the vehicle, comes back, and I go, did you still want to run me or am I free to go? He goes, you can leave now. I went, oh, well, thank you. You have yourself a great day.
What up, Ohio? Nice for you to pop in.
Yeah, my tablet died, even though it was plugged in. I just don't know.
Could be a faulty charger.
I've watched thousands of YouTube vids with bad cops. You go and just don't friggin' question them.
Well, you should be fair, Flan, and watching 1,000 or so of good cops that are actually doing it correctly. Yes. Those are out there too.
Yes, there is.
Look at some of them Karen videos.
There's actually a lot more good ones than bad ones. Unfortunately for the bad ones, nowadays, years ago it was by word of mouth, right? Growing up, you hear about this cop, that cop in my hometown.
I watched this Karen fail one the other day, and this poor cop pulled this lady over, and she absolutely thought she was above the law, and me, just a snotty little snipping attitude. I'd like, dude, if I were you, I'd be pounding her face right through that window right now. How he kept calm and all that. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I need to see this, ma'am. Oh my God, how he didn't beat the hell out of her, I'll never know.
Was she one of the sovereign citizens that thought she was traveling? And there was
I saw that one
not
too.
Not for commerce.
This was some blonde lady. It's just had that snippy little It's like, man, I would have pounded that bitch.
I got pulled over one day coming back from camp, and my mother was she in front of me? No, she was behind me. That went around me after the car pulled me over. Anyway, I get pulled over, and I said to him, I go, he says, good afternoon. It's good afternoon, officer. He says, can you turn the game down? Because I was listening to the Patriots game on the way home. And he said, your license and registration? I said, I can get you the registration. I says, I'm trying to find my wallet. As I'm hoping it's not on my kitchen table. I go, me too.
Oh, well, Alone in remote Alaska. How you doing?
Hey, Alone, how are you? Well, finally, good to meet you.
Hey, Alone.
Or speak to you, you know what I'm saying? After watching
if you would like to come on, there is a link in your email. See that, Mike? We actually exchange emails.
I'll give her my email if she wants my email. She just put out a video today, I think, right?
Yep.
So anyways, I said to the cop, I go, sir, it might be on my kitchen table. And he goes, let's hope it ain't. I says, can I make a quick call? He says, yep. So I call the wife and I said, babe, tell me my wallet. Well, thank you, Alone. And my wife still loves, I'll explain who I am in a minute, Alone. So I says to the cop, I call the wife. The wife says, it's in your backpack. So I says to the cop, it's in my backpack. Do you want me to get it or do you want to? He grabs the wallet, blah, 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 blah. Now, the thing is that my wife's in my ear. You know how my wife is, right? She's, I get out of the ticket because of her. He goes, you know what? He goes, you know what? He goes, you were going fast. Do me a favor. Please slow down. I go, yep. He goes, and he goes, because if I write you the ticket, I think you'd probably be in more trouble at home.
He
I'm like,
was
oh,
worried
thanks,
about
dude.
he was worried about his own ass, not yours.
I'm like, thanks, dude.
Trust me.
Alone, I don't know if you remember, but a few months back, I commented on one of your videos that my wife hates YouTube, hates it, except for your channel. Your channel's the only channel she'll watch with me. Because I was watching your channel, she was like, "Hey, what's your?" And ever since then, she's been watching your channel with me. So we actually watch your videos together. So.
Aw, that's sweet.
Yeah, well, because she, you know, my wife, she doesn't, you know what I mean? She doesn't like stuff like that, but she loves her channel, absolutely loves it. You know,
I feel all gushy now.
Yeah, me too.
no, she doesn't. She doesn't watch Steve's channel. She doesn't
Oh.
watch Ohio's dish. She does not. She won't even watch the when I was putting videos out. She wouldn't even watch my videos.
Can you blame her?
So yeah,
Today we're gonna
only
melt-
watches
so
your
that-
videos,
Today we're going to melt the handle off our Stanley Cup.
right? No, it's all right. It's all right. It is what it is, you know. I'm just happy that my wife will sit and watch something with me that, you know.
I know she doesn't watch my channel. Here I am promoting Alone in the Remote Alaska's channel. Oh, by the way, I wore this special.
You don't have to be. Yeah, I can't read the first word though.
Faster.
Faster than the bear. You just have to be faster than your friends.
A buddy of mine bought me this when he went to Alaska bear hunting.
I got my.
What are you sorry for, Alone?
I just talked to my niece who lives in Anchorage. She absolutely loves it.
Oh, you have a niece in Anchorage?
Mm-hmm.
So when's the last time you visited her?
Yeah, well, I'm trying to convince my daughter to go to college out there, but she won't.
Oh,
She won't
Oh
do it.
no.
Oh, she's saying sorry to all you guys, but that
Right.
my wife only watches her channel, none of you guys' channel.
We've known that for years.
She does get a kick out of how you call your cabin a cabin. I go, son, it's a cabin. That's what it is. It's a cabin. My wife's like, that's mechanized. I says, honey, it's a cabin. You know? And she loves your recipes because she's like, I got to try that. And she has done a couple of them. So thank you on that, too.
She made a weird omelet kind of thing today.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
I've been in and out today, so I haven't really got able to sit and do what I wanted to do. And then I was in and out, like sleeping, too. Whew. It's a mansion. I know, right?
As far as log cabins goes, it is
Yes.
big. Just
Yeah.
saying. How she doesn't go through more wood heating that place, I'll never know.
Well, she's stated in quite a number of her videos that she keeps it around 50-ish.
See, he studies you, Alone.
No, I just listen to her when she speaks.
That sounds awful lot like a stalker, if you ask
No,
me.
I'm not. Stop it. Stop.
Hey,
Don't say
it's
that.
one to know one. Just saying.
Don't say that.
She likes it cold. I do too.
Yes, the almighty one with the fan. Where is the fan, by the way?
Yeah,
I
no
know. I
kidding.
need it too because my mom's cold tonight. I need it. I
Is
need
she?
that fan. The heat's too hot.
Yeah, I've actually hugged this. She's like a radiator.
See?
If it gets above 50 degrees, she's got like, whoo, it's hot in here.
I like it like 67-ish, 66-ish, all year round. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Oh yeah. I mean, if it could be either fall or spring, minus a little bit of the rain, you need some. But if it could like be fall or spring all year,
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, but I would want at least.
I mean, I like the snow.
4. I want like 4 designated days in the 90s where I could go swimming. That's it. Because it has to be like
And
my
actually,
kids, man. We used to have a pool, and the kids would be in the pool with their teeth chattering, their lips blue, like "Hop in, Dad, it's fine." I'm like, "No, it's like 76 degrees. It's not fine." Until it hits like 91, I am not getting in a damn pool.
I took my son. Remember a few years back, I took my son camping. Right, we went up to northern Maine. We went up to northern Maine, northwestern Maine, almost into Canada. And it's like the first or second weekend in June, right?
Mhm.
And he goes, "Dad, I want to go swimming." I goes, "I don't know if that's a good idea." He goes, "Oh, it'd be all right." And I asked the guy beside me, I go, "You from around?" You know, he goes, "Oh yeah." He says, "I've been up here." He says, I come up to this campground pretty much every weekend." I go, "When was ice out?" He goes, "The week before Memorial Day." So I said to my kid, I go, "That water's going to be extremely cold." "Oh, Dad, I'll be fine. I'll be fine." He goes, "He come out like a lobster." I go put it. I just go back to the tent. I says, put clothes on, put long pants on, warm yourself up, and then you go back into shorts. Because I didn't want him to, you know what I mean? I mean, he came out red.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, blue's cold water, red is like freezing water.
Yeah. Threw away my bathing suits when I moved to Alaska. Yeah.
Well, that, and you no longer have pressure to get in them.
I think the only thing that would bother me about Alaska, especially, in rural parts of Alaska, would be,
which is most of it,
would be after the snow melts and you get all the bugs coming. I think that would irritate me because I'm not. I can't stand the black little teeny flies we have here.
Yeah,
that carry you away. You stick your arms out and they'll take you everywhere you want to go.
Yeah. With biting involved.
Yeah. Mosquitoes don't
bother there is actually documented cases from Alaska and the northern parts up under the Yukon and stuff where people have actually gone insane because of the sound of the mosquitoes buzzing in their ears 24/7.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that thing about fall all year long would be perfect. Fall after the mosquitoes get frosted.
Right. Because I'm sure you got to wear like headgear out there and stuff if you don't want your face bitten off.
Well, or sucked down the throat.
The one that bothers me the most up in New Hampshire, like when I go up New Hampshire, is the deer flies and horse flies. Oh, those bother me more than any of them because they actually hurt when they bite.
No doubt.
I got nailed by one of them giant horse flies when I was swimming once, right in the middle of my back. It's like, holy crap. It was right up there with like a wasp sting or something.
Oh, she only gets the regular size mosquitoes, but still, that's a lot of them. And it's still, you try to go do work,
We have our share in this state.
On your property. And
I've had mosquitoes so bad when I was turkey hunting, I literally was running to get away from them, threw my blind up with the screened windows and dove into it. Oh, they were horrible. I couldn't keep them off me.
Yeah, I can't stand horseflies. They're just.
Alone, would you just come up so I don't have to keep looking at the typing? My eyes are blurry.
Your eyes are blurry.
Don't worry, we won't ruin your reputation. Well, Mike might, but
that's only because that's because I'm from Boston alone, so that everybody thinks because I'm from Boston, I'm.
Your cousin from Boston.
Boston. And they all think I talk funny. Alone, do you think I talk funny? Stevie thinks I talk funny. Yes, I'm from Boston. Well, okay, so when you live in Massachusetts, you just say you're from Boston because if I name a town and nobody's going to know it, right? So am I from the city of Boston?
Except for Bangor.
Right. I don't live exactly in the city of Boston. I live in a suburb north of
She's
Boston.
saying no. I couldn't tell.
Oh, wow. Wait till my wife finds out I'm taking a shot from her favorite channel.
Yeah.
She's going to be like, go, girl.
You won't get no peace now.
No.
Right
She's
on,
too
Fawn.
far south for horseflies. Yeah, well, let me tell you, you're not missing out.
We get them all
Let me tell
here.
you something.
That's another thing. We
suck.
have the black fly season where you can't go close to the Great Lakes. It's ridiculous.
I killed a horsefly off my shoulder one day down at the lake, and my little nephew, he was like 10. He's fishing off the dock, and I call him over to me. He comes over. He goes, what's up, Uncle Mike? I go, come here. I got bait for you, dude. That thing was this big. I hooked that thing right on his hook. Yeah, use that for bait.
There you go.
We get the mayflies.
Yeah, the mayflies.
Oh yeah.
They fucking there's like a certain area up by us that like the whole entire town gets covered by. You can't even like see the gas pumps because it's just fucking mayflies.
They do it here too, especially over by Lake St. Clair. Bad.
Yeah.
I mean, just clouds.
That's over by Grosse Pointe, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, it's a little above it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alone, she's sleeping. She did a 12-hour shift today. She's a nurse, and she woke up.
Oh,
actually, I was up actually before her, but she worked 8 to 8 today. So, and then she's got a busy day tomorrow with my oldest daughter. So she's asleep.
You want to get Mike in trouble?
Sure.
How are you going to get me in trouble?
Text his wife, tell him Malone was on, and Mike didn't tell you.
Yeah.
We won't see Mike for about a week. So I don't know. She's up there in bear country. She's not scared of bears. Wears a gun on her hip. She's afraid to come on live.
You wouldn't be afraid of bears if you had that gun on your hip either.
Dude, I'd still be afraid.
See, here's the thing, right? Even with the gun on your hip, because of that time in Maine that I with that bear, you know what I mean? I'd be like this. I need eyes in the back of my head. I'd be like, is he gonna come knock me down first? Because if he knocks me down, I'm screwed. There's no way I'm gonna have the forethought to grab my sidearm and shoot.
Yeah, it's
You know
all
what I mean?
covering up.
Yeah.
Play dead my ass.
I know alone, right? And I keep telling her, I go, babe, I think we should move. And she's like, okay, where? And I tell her, I call Maine the northeast version of Alaska. I know it's only this much bigger, but it's just that they have so much woods up north. But there's 2 places she won't go is Alaska and Maine.
Okay, here's how you do it, Mike. You go and buy tickets.
Yeah.
And take a trip to
Tell her I'm going to see my niece.
No, take a trip to Oregon and show her how beautiful Oregon is.
Correct.
Then next year, book another trip to Oregon and a cruise to Alaska once you get to Oregon. It's a 2-step process, and you'll get her to Alaska. Then you can show her in Alaska, it's not all bears and log cabins, and there's actually buildings and amenities, and then she'll be hooked. And then look up job applications for nurses and show her the pay.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem with Alaska, though, is when you watch like shows on TV, the perception of Alaska is like all these little small towns with like plywood shacks and
Trappers cabins,
shitholes of places. You don't see other, You
You
see
don't
like
see
the
Anchorage,
majestic.
Fairbanks.
Well, no, you see like the majestic beauty of the wilderness and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's how they depict it. But then anytime they show them like any TV show or anything like in town, they don't show like suburbs and shit, and that's just up there. They show like a little fucking shanty, and then
Right.
like a one sheriff town with a bunch of drunken Eskimos. You know, that's how
Right.
it's depicted on TV all the time, and it's kind of horseshit. You know.
Yeah. 'Cause
Well,
she's probably like Juneau.
that's kind of what people want to see when they think of Alaska.
She was probably like Juneau.
Well, it's just like when you watch TV, a movie or something like that, and every time they go on an Indian reservation, it's the same. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, yes, those places do exist, right? But not every single part of the area looks like that. You know.
Right.
I would give my left arm to live there.
Because if you think about it, anytime you've ever watched a movie and they talk about being in Alaska, it's always like muddy ass dirt roads and like these like.
It's always the wilderness because it's the last frontier. It's the
it's like I'm just trying to figure out if you guys know what I'm talking about. Like
I know
like
what you're
the
talking about.
plywood houses and
right.
They don't show you the other part. Right. They don't show you the other parts of Alaska.
It's like, okay, they picked one spot in Alaska and they film every damn TV show and movie in that one place, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, SKS, welcome back.
SKS, how you doing, kid? But yeah, no, it's
Bug assault gun. I love it.
Right.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's the same with Ohio, though. You know, when we were like,
they show the flat part, not the nice mountains and stuff.
Yeah, but they always say though, like if I meet somebody from someplace else, like, oh, where are you from? Oh, Ohio. Oh, are you a farmer? No, I'm not a farmer. You know?
No, goddamn it.
Well, because
everybody thinks that it's like there's New York City, and then after you leave New York, it's nothing but fucking cornfields until you get to fucking LA. You know, that's what people think.
In fairness, when I drove to Ohio, okay, and I enter Ohio from Pennsylvania, right?
Pennsylvania.
Okay. All I saw for the first 30 miles on that frickin' road was bales of hay.
Well, on the opposite end, when they talk about New York, it's all New York City. Upstate New York is absolutely beautiful.
Upstate New York is absolutely beautiful. You know, that's why they should have their own little, you know, New York City should have. I mean, and if you're a city person or you like the hustle, you know what I mean? New York City's kind of cool. I like how New York City did their grid, as in being able to drive. You can't get lost because you can go down the next street, take a right, and you're back where you started from.
Yeah.
The city of Boston. The city of Boston.
Same
You're
with
2 hours. It's a 2 hour. You take one. There has been times that at certain times of the day, if you take the wrong turn, it's just about 2 hours because first of all, traffic is. Second of all,
well, those were all horse trails and paths, weren't they? That eventually turned into roads.
No, they have. No, the Massachusetts Turnpike, Route 90 runs right through Boston.
New Orleans was like that. I missed a street once. I figured, well, I'll just go up to the next street, make a right, and I should be on the street I want. I ended up on a whole different street because the town is set up like a wagon wheel.
Did you ever see?
Unlike, you know.
Did you ever watch a baseball game that was at Fenway Park, and you saw the Citgo sign, right? That Citgo sign is behind the park, and then that it's on the Mass Pike, which is Route 90. So I can go from there all the way and go to where you are, Ohio. Well, not to where you are, but you know what I'm saying. Because it goes what? Where does 90 stop? Does it goes to Stevie's, right? Goes to Michigan, doesn't it?
No, I don't know. I never take.
I
90.
thought Route 90 went to Michigan, and then it stopped.
Well, I always
I could
take
be wrong.
80 over. I always take the turnpike. I take
Oh,
80.
90, the one that goes right along the shore of Lake Erie.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it goes through and then it goes to Batavia, New York, and upstate New York, you know, that whole area through there.
Right.
And then down into
shit. It's,
down into,
it's after 1, yo. I'm gonna bail.
what is this thing about the clocks? What are we supposed to do? The clock's not until like April, I thought.
No, Sunday. Yeah.
What are we doing with those?
Spring ahead.
I
Just
think
lost
2
an hour
a.m.
of your day. Congratulations.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? I thought they weren't doing this no more.
Oh yeah.
All depends on your
Yeah,
state.
they're doing it.
I thought we were doing daylight savings from now on.
No, if they do pass it, they're going to not do daylight saving. So at 2 o'clock, the clocks are going to spring forward to 3, right?
Yeah.
So you got me confused.
Wait.
It's not hard.
Are you trying to say we got you confused? That's a first.
Listen, all I know is that I'm going to kidnap my wife. I'm going to put her in a trunk with a bunch of holes in it. I said I'm going to ship her to Alaska, and then we're going to move to Alaska that way.
Oh, there you go. There's another, or that.
I'll throw some food in there for her, you know. I'll throw her, you know.
A hamster water jug so she can.
You know. The only thing she could when we watch Alone's videos, she says, but honey, she said, I don't know if I can do it without running water. I was, why? She's got running water. You know what I mean? And I'm like, yeah, you don't want a dry cabin. I get you.
Yeah, but Alone chose to make
correct. And I totally understand the reasoning behind that too. I mean, it's
when you buy your land,
negative friggin' whatever, 50, 40, whatever. And you know, you're that rural, you're that far out. You know, now she would have to spend money on pots prior to it happening so she could have it to fix it if she needed to, you know what I mean? And that's kind of wasteful if you think about it. You know,
well,
and it's all what you want to do.
You have to do that up there anyhow. You got to have stuff
in
your basement to work on stuff because you can't run to the hardware store like I can 5 minutes down the road.
Oh, I know, and that's her own thing. And I told her, I says, of course, you know, I would, and that's not an issue. I says, I'd do anything for her if she just said we can go. I would just wait for my daughter to finish high school. Listen, you want to come live with mom and dad? You gotta, you know.
Well, why don't you look up some of the colleges in Alaska and pre-sign your daughter up without her knowing it?
Should. You know, I told her, then we get to see my niece. She better like snow. No, she hates snow.
Yeah, but there's southern parts of Alaska that
Juneau doesn't get a lot. Yeah, they don't get a lot of snow down that way, right?
They get the heat from the coast.
Yeah.
What the hell is that called? Hayhander collector. The Gulf Stream goes up there and keeps it warm.
Alone, you know what she can't stand about the snow the most? You know when you're walking on the snow and you get that noise there? You know what I mean?
I love that noise.
My wife, it's like my wife, she says to me, she goes, that's like fingers on a chalkboard to her. That walking on the snow, that noise you get. She goes, that's, you know. Yeah, there's a lot. You're right. There is a lot more rain down there, I heard. Yeah.
That's usually not from the snow. That's usually from the cold.
Right.
But if your wife don't like cold and snow, She don't
See,
go outside and play in it now, does
And
she?
I have no problem. I mean, I have no problem with negative temperatures, you know. So
I do too, remote, Alone. I keep wanting to call her remote. It reminds me of cornstarch.
yeah.
No, here.
Yeah, that noise. Exactly. She can't stand it. Yep.
Ohio said he was going to get out of here, but he's still here.
Oh, yeah.
You okay, bro?
Yeah, I'm just getting tired. So.
Wow.
You-
lightweight.
Are you
used to
sure
be
you're getting
at 4 or
tired?
5 in the morning.
Oh, come on! I can tell you how wrong you are again. You'll perk right the hell up.
I went wrong before, so I don't know what do you mean wrong
I wasn't
again.
wrong before, he says. I know. Alone. Can you imagine that Ohio falling asleep? How could you fall asleep in a chat? That's just terrible.
Coming from a professional.
Just tell him.
Yeah, right.
Just tell him.
Mike
What?
is
I
never falling
I haven't had a chat in what, 2 weeks?
Right.
Right.
Using a knife to scratch your back again.
No, a fork this time.
Remind me not to eat off of that fork.
Nobody but me does. This goes in.
Now,
This,
now
I
he's
don't even know why.
stirring some mayonnaise with it. And
I
puts
don't
it
even
on
know
the
why.
sandwich.
I don't even know why I have it out. It's usually in my what do you call it bag? In my camp bag. No, I'm the only one who uses it. This is mine. It's kind of cool. I really like it. Look at the size of that freaking spoon on that thing.
That's what she said.
99. You there? 99. What was it? What was it? Get smart, right? Talking into the spoon. I am way too old for this.
No.
I need a TV show suggestion. I have Android box, no cable, so thousands of TV shows and movies. Do you like TV dramas?
Who
Breaking
is that? Who's asking?
Flan.
Flan.
If you like TV dramas,
Oh, wait. Flan. Orange is the New Black.
I know, isn't it? Alone, it's kind of cool.
Oh, that's
It's got a huge
older than
spoon.
shit. But
Gear.
It's got a huge spoon.
here, what's up?
Got a huge fork.
You know a good show
And
that
it's
I
got a
liked.
knife.
Is that spoon burnt?
And a corkscrew. I mean, in a church key cork opener. What do you call it? Can opener.
Do you know?
you like
do you know
tea-
why it's called a church key? Do you know why they call it a church key?
Oh, break into the
Because
wine
when you
bottle.
open up a bottle, it lets out the spirits.
Oh.
You
If you
just
like-
made that up.
If you like police,
No, I know. I heard it on the History Channel the other day. Shit, I was like, wow.
Yeah,
all right,
It's
Flan,
just funny that
listen,
it came up.
Flan, watch Chicago PD. Great TV drama.
There's
Correct.
there's a series. It's been completed, and it's probably like I think they got I don't know how many seasons, but it's called Longmire,
Yes,
and that was a really good show. And it was
yeah,
like
that was a good show.
it's like in Montana or some shit, and whatever small town that this Sheriff Longmire's in, they got the highest fucking murder rate of any small town because every week there's a different murder.
Hey, what was that TV series with Drew Barrymore where she turned into a zombie? That was
Oh my
Something
God,
about
the Santa
California.
Santa Clarita diet or something.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
I
yeah.
didn't see it.
Alone said Longmire was
Yeah,
awesome.
Justify was awesome.
Yeah, Longmire was a great show.
I like Jack Ryan. I watched all those too.
That's a good one. That's on Amazon.
That's on Amazon. I mean Prime.
Yeah.
And with TV talk, you all have a good. Gia, where you going? You leaving? Gia, it's way too early. It's early yet.
Ooh,
Can you
reverse
imagine Gia
psychology.
leaving a chat? Reacher, another good one.
Gary, you want a link? Say so, bro. I'll send you one.
Yeah, because I'm jumping off, guys. This
Reacher,
time
I'm
another
for real.
good show.
You
All
lie.
right, we'll see you guys later.
Enjoy your ham sandwich. Thanks
I'm
for
not
coming
having
on.
a ham
bro.
sandwich.
You're a liar.
Okay, your Cheetos and
You're a liar.
orange pop.
No, I gotta watch what I eat now, man. I
Right.
might get
So
some
instead of
celery sticks
you
or
are.
some
You're not
shit.
having. You are watching what you eat. You're not having 2 sandwiches.
No, I've decided that I got to be healthy. So when you're in the mood for eating water with strings in it, grab some celery.
Right.
Hey,
Strings.
it's food and floss all in one thing.
Right. All right, guys. Have a great night.
Have
You
a
too.
Too.
good Sunday, bro.
All right. Thank you.
Even came back with a different picture thingy.
Icon. Yep.
Alone's too scared. Up there fighting big bad bears and too scared to come on live.
Don't pick, stop that. Don't pick on her.
I will. She picks
Don't-
on me. Greta.
So, good for her. I'm glad she does. Somebody has to get away with it. You know?
Ooh, Dish, Gears in his PJs.
I know it. That's sexy right there.
That's what.
That's almost as sexy as him hiding behind that giant leaf naked.
Hiding behind,
That's so
hiding behind a
funny.
fence with a clown nose and a makeup and an axe on his head.
Hun, don't think too long. We're about to get off here because of daylight shit savings time. Is that effective in Alaska also, by the way?
Yeah, there's only Indiana that doesn't do it.
Smart state for that reason.
Indiana is the only state that doesn't do it. And actually, I think it's only half the state. Excuse me. I think it's only half the state that doesn't do it.
You did not, Gear. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. That's the rumor I'm spreading. Can't see the pants. They're not there.
I did not see any pants either.
There you go, Dish.
Just a leaf.
Yep. You know, I got to hand it to him. He's a lot less furry than I thought. I thought old Gear would probably look like a grizzly bear.
I had an Android box about 4 months ago. $70 all in, 1,000 TV and movies.
Does Arizona do it? Alone.
Let me do it this way. Google.
See you later, Mike. Well, I'll let you back in when you come back on.
Two states don't observe daylight saving time at all, refusing to roll their clocks forward and backward every year. But Hawaii and Arizona are outliers, relying on a loophole in a 57-year-old federal law that requires states to stay on daylight savings time. So correct on Alone's part, incorrect on my part. It said, wait a minute, it says what 3 U.S. states do not observe daylight savings time? Oh, so it's 3 states. As of March 2023, the following states and territories are not observing daylight savings time. That would be Arizona, Hawaii are the only 2 states, and everything else is our territories. That'd be American Samoa, Guam, Northern Mariana Islands, Puerto Rico, and the Virgins. Other than that, yeah. So the only 2 states.
So you're saying that Indiana is not on there?
I said I am wrong, and that Alone was correct, and I was.
Well, I heard you break down to half the state. I never heard that.
I was told somebody told me it was Indiana because somebody lived in.
No,
Indiana,
I heard that too, Mikey.
That they don't do daylight savings.
Illinois probably started that rumor because they think that's where all the guns come from is Indiana, and then they drive them back to Chicago.
So
because you can just go anywhere and buy them.
So yeah, so
with the whole
Arizona
thing,
Arizona and Hawaii don't observe it.
Right on, Flan. She said Yukon decided not to switch.
Not jumping
Oh
on
my
the-
God! You mean your son won't give you permission?
That's funny.
Look at my hair, chicken shit.
Stevie,
And
don't talk to her like that.
I will talk to her any way I please.
Why?
Because she's in Alaska and I'm in Michigan, and she
Yeah.
can't walk here and shoot me or
But
beat my ass.
she's nice though. And she makes good soups.
I'll hand you that. Some of them soups look pretty damn tasty.
My wife did 2 of them. She loved them. And actually, I loved them. It's pretty funny how we both, you and I, there's two people we watch, Stevie, the same. Remember when I came on, I said, hey, I'm watching this channel out in Alaska. It's called Alone. And you're like, yeah, I know that. And then when I was saying about Ryan Hall, y'all.
Tell him, Dish.
What?
I'm the one who brought up Alone's channel here.
No, I was watching her before
and
you said
told
that.
you guys to go watch it.
No, I've been watching her channel long before that.
Listen, she pays me because I
don't care what she pays you.
Channel. So just go with the flow, bro, and I'll send you a little something, something. Golly, like pulling teeth.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll let it go, I guess. I'll let you. Yeah, yeah, that's right.
She's calling me out right now, Greta.
He is being a Greta. Mike has the all meter on his balcony. I want to get one. I want to
mushrooms.
by
the way, you slipped up a little bit Alone on your last video, and I'm going to call you out live.
You going to critique somebody?
You actually walked out of the cabin door 2 times. It may have been once, but in the edit, it was 2 times without a sidearm.
Uh-oh.
Don't get lackadaisical because that's when they get you. Just saying.
Wow.
Yeah.
You could have said a lot nicer than that.
Well, I would have an email, but I'm a little pissed because she won't come on because her hand didn't look nice.
Listen, so the
Put a
woman
hat
doesn't-
on.
listen to me. The young lady doesn't want to come on because she doesn't want to. She thinks her hair's a mess. That's her reason.
No, she's watched some of my chats, and when other beautiful women come on, like Dish, when she makes suggestions of you and you do the old tilt your head back.
Me?
Tell them, Dish.
Dish, what have I ever done? What? Speak to me. Speak to me, Goose. What have I ever done?
Nothing. You're innocent.
Speak to me. I love that.
Speak to me, Goose.
I'm about to watch that movie again.
I can't. You know why? Because I can't stand him anymore. I've seen him on too many interviews. I've seen him on too many interviews. His brain is. I feel so bad for Nicole Kidman.
Yeah.
Now you know why she left him. The guy, it's got a couple of screws loose.
He's just wound up and off his meds.
John Travolta's one of those people. You don't see him being a friggin' got a screw loose. He's in that church too, John Travolta.
Yeah, well, he's got a screw loose. Have you seen him in the new commercial he's in? For Pete's sakes.
Listen, I'm so mad they did that commercial. I am so mad they did that. She's not here. They have no business doing that commercial.
Oh.
I don't ever want to hear that song again.
Right.
Yeah.
Unless it's a video without
Absolutely.
her. I don't ever want to hear that song again without her in it.
Oh, and then when he put the in there, I about puked.
Yeah, that was pretty bad, wasn't it?
Yeah, and it looks like it looked like him from the Face Exchange movie.
Yeah.
The hell was that? Where him and the other guy, he looked fake.
Yep, he did.
It's like, dude, how much did they friggin' pay you? Could you imagine? And what's it for? A phone or something?
I don't even remember. I just remember thinking he was off his rocker.
Good night, Flan.
Have a wonderful night, Flawn. Enjoy your new TV stuff. So Gear won't come on because he's not all fancy dressed, and Alone won't come on because her hair's a muss.
Well, listen, some people have the
And that excuse would be fine if somebody lived in like New York or California.
Why? You don't remember doing a Saturday night chat with someone who had to get made up like she was going to a freaking wedding?
Yeah, but she lived in town, and she had this whole pink image thing, and or are you talking about the other one?
She has to get ready for her live.
Yeah,
she's doing a live chat too.
4 a.m.
Oh, that's right, 4 a.m. It's because she's doing it for the people that have. Yeah. I remember that video.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I think that's awesome that you do that. I think that's really cool that you do that.
People in other countries and such.
Yeah. Well, hey, when you're a big channel, that's what happens,
I know, Gear. You want a link? You said you said you weren't cute enough to come on, so I didn't send you one.
Although it is getting rather late. This is late for me, and I'm not even sleeping yet.
Yeah, it is pretty late, isn't it?
Yeah, it's actually
it's 1:22.
It's 2:22.
Well, here it's 1:22.
Put that in your noggin and get dizzy.
No, 2 o'clock. I saw 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock. Yeah, for the overseas people. No, I think that's great. I think it's awesome, and I look forward to watching your video that I didn't get to watch today.
Oh, you shouldn't watch it tonight, though, or you're going to get hungry and have to have a snack before bed. Just a warning.
No, I'm going to put my shoes on. I'm going to go outside, get a pack of smokes. I'm going to have a smoke or two, and I'm going to go to bed.
Right on, Gear. Hey, Gear, I got to find a good place to get bulk seeds at a decent price, because I looked in Home Depot at organic seeds, and holy shit, was it?
I hear Monsanto's having a sale.
That's who I'd like to stay away from. If you can.
I don't know if I'll be awake by 4.
Yeah, hopefully I won't. I've been up the last 2 or 3 nights till like 4:35 a.m.
Wow.
Yeah, the brain.
If I can't sleep, because I did sleep pretty much a lot today, which is my body just said sleep. So I got up at 6 o'clock this morning.
Wow.
I was amazed. I said to my wife, I go, "Hey babe," she goes, "What?" I goes, "Listen, anybody wakes me up before 9 o'clock is dead." I got 5 minutes of 6. I got up, and she's like,
Oh, I see how you are, remote.
It's right. She didn't invite you. She invited me. So, fuck you, Stevie. Ha ha.
And by the way, her new name is Remote, not Alone.
The Boston guy gets the invite, not the friggin' Michigan guy.
So now you see why I give it to her, as you.
Yeah. So I get up. It's like just before 6, right? And my wife's laughing her ass off. She goes, "I thought you were sleeping in." I was, "Yeah, I did too, but apparently my body said get up and take a piss." Go
get your prostate checked.
I get up and take a piss 3 times a night.
Woo-hoo! Oh, what a rip-off that is.
But yeah, so I get up and I was awake. So I fell asleep around, I don't know, 10:30. And then
where was that? Johnny Seed, good price and product. Thanks.
There you go.
Have a wonderful night, Alone. Thanks for popping in. Nice to see you.
Have a good night, everybody.
I was nice.
Yeah.
About time you were nice to her. We can always just call it Ira. A-I-R-A. Ira. Alone in remote Alaska.
Ooh, maybe her name, was it a synonym?
I don't know.
Ira. All I know is she said she won't tell anybody her name.
She shouldn't.
She has an old school name. One of these days I will get it. And she promised if I got it, she would tell me. And no, I won't be sharing it. Hug Kenai for me. The dog's name of which I cannot spell to save my life.
Kenai.
Yeah, I know, but it don't stick in there when I'm typing.
It's like the mountain. Or the peninsula. All right, Stevie.
Yeah, let's get off of here. Thanks, Gear, for the info. I'll look that up tomorrow. Johnny Seed. Because I want to stay away from GMO products and blah, 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 unless I absolutely have to. But thanks, everybody. You make this place rock. Good night, P NASCARs. Good night, Gear. Good night, SKS. Good night, Dish. Good night, Mike.
Good night, Stevie.
Good night, America, wherever you are.
Have a good half of Sunday tomorrow since I took an hour away from us. Play nice.